His gratefulness. Faithful, faithful, faithful. Happy, happy, happy Wednesday to you.
Wednesday, man. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah, right. We back now. We right. That shit was so low, man. I couldn't even hear nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I do that when people call you. To make the volume go down. Hey, when people
Mm-hmm.
call when I'm live,
Mm-hmm.
it be loud, low
All
as
right,
hell.
everybody, welcome back in.
Hello,
Yeah, there we go.
hello.
Mhm. That was a good topic we was on last night, though. I enjoyed that what we were
Oh
talking about last
yeah,
night. I ain't gonna lie.
oh yeah,
I
oh
got some.
yeah,
I picked up some stuff
It's
out
always
that
dope.
live last night. Yeah, it is
oh
for real
It's
yeah.
though.
always
I ain't
dope.
lying. We been having some crazy conversation on this thing, boy. I ain't lying.
But you know what? We help a lot of people.
Hey,
Oh
everybody.
God. Oh God. Oh
Hey, Miss
God.
Regina.
They always inbox me and said, thank y'all, man. I enjoy they always when I get out live, it be about 10, 15 people inbox me.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They let you know you're doing the right thing though. You at the
Well,
candidate
thank
house.
goodness I got to come on because, I was blocked from this morning.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let
Hello
me say
from
they got
Baltimore. Welcome in, Fluffy and
Hello,
Fantastic.
Baltimore.
just she said, yeah, I love all the topic. Me, Yvette. Thank you.
Mhm.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all, man, coming in and support. If y'all went in here, we'd be talking to each other. So appreciate y'all for coming in, man.
Mhm.
Real.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Come on in, have a
New
seat.
Hey,
York.
New York.
New York. Someone blocked you.
No, TikTok
Nah.
blocked
Oh, you
me.
come out. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
TikTok had me blocked this morning.
What's
Easy,
going
what's
on,
going on, my
Easy?
boy? What's going on? Peace and blessings to you, my boy. Happy Wednesday. I see you down there. That changed your profile picture. I didn't know you was. I see it though. I see. I see you, my boy.
Welcome
Honey
in,
D,
Happy
what's up?
Joy from New Jersey.
New Jersey in the building, bro. Yes, sir. People be all over the world. That's crazy part about it. We in our own house, man. Wherever you at, and you tuned in. That shit crazy. That social media tough, boy. TikTok tough.
It is.
Real different. Connected with all these real people all across the world. But God, hey, that's crazy to me. I swear. I didn't know before I got on TikTok. I didn't know there was so many real people in the world. God dang, I done dealt with so many bullcrap people. I didn't know. I thought I was the last one left. Shit.
That's how I was when I started my podcast,
Hey
and it just
y'all,
Hey,
it's in
London.
17 countries.
listen.
Hey, London.
Hey, let me wash these dishes real quick and finish up the
Okay,
meeting.
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna be right back.
All right.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Handle your business, people. Handle your people. Business, good people. Well, London, cool. That's my dog right now.
Red Boy said,
Real
I
Now,
deal.
wish
if
I
you
was
have
Chicago.
a
here in the
thousand or
room.
more followers, and you would like to join the conversation, jump in the box. Let us know what you got to say. We just ask that you be respectful. You don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree
Yeah, that's
respectfully.
right. You definitely don't have to agree now. If you see it another way, hey, you can voice your opinion. Ain't nobody gonna judge you, get mad at you, or none of that.
Right,
That we do over here.
right,
We don't do all that. Oh, you can't talk or you gotta
right.
go. Nah, we ain't doing all
Hello,
that shit.
Lori. How are you? Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome into the live tonight. Real Talk with Ricardis. I am your co-host. Welcome in.
Hey, family, Tiffany,
Hello,
hey, Green, what's
Tiffany
up?
Green. How are you?
What's going
Hello,
on?
hello.
Divinely
We just
gifted. How
asked
you doing?
that we let me just warn you now. If you come in here and troll and you attack one of us in this box or anybody in the comments, I'm not going to even mute
I
you.
am wonderful.
I'm going to boot you.
Jason, what's up? What's going on,
A
Jason?
done deal.
What's the topic? We finna crank up a topic right now. We just welcome everybody in, bro. Hey, how you doing?
Welcome in,
Tanya,
everybody.
what's up?
Hello, Tanya Brown. How are you?
Tanya Brown. Your beard. Going on? What's up?
Let us
C
know where
Love
you
the
guys
month.
are chiming in from.
Mars, we get you up out of here. On God, we get
That's
you up
right,
out of here.
honeybees. Get them up out of
Nope.
here.
We don't
Honeybees
tolerate
be on it too.
bulls BS in real life, and we don't tolerate it on the internet. They
Right,
just being
right.
real, man. Don't come in here
Naisha,
with all that.
hello.
Bunch of grown people over here. We're not little kids,
Okay,
so
we
we ain't
see
gonna do all
Gary,
that
Right.
trolling.
Indiana, Mobile,
Memphis in the
Alabama.
Mobile, Tanya
building.
Brown.
California,
Memphis,
Chicago,
Tennessee, California,
Baltimore.
Georgia,
Look at that. All over the
Baltimore,
world.
Colorado.
Chicago.
All right.
Mississippi. Shh. Oh, y'all in the building, but y'all in the house tonight. But El Paso,
Okay.
El
Texas.
Paso.
Oh my
Hey
God.
y'all, I'm in y'all
All right,
city right
Virginia.
now, Chicago. I'm in y'all city.
Chirac, Eagle Rock, Virginia. Yeah,
I don't
man.
like y'all gas prices, but I'm here.
Yeah, most definitely. Atlanta,
Miss Regina,
GA.
I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Nah, she ain't muted.
No,
She
she
was
not
saying
muted.
something, but I
Can
couldn't
you
hear
hear me
her.
now?
Yes,
It's good.
ma'am.
Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
can't.
She low
Okay,
though a
let's
little
see.
bit. She a little
Can
low
you
though.
hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, you
Yes,
low though.
ma'am.
Your volume low
Okay,
though, but I hear
let's
you.
see. Okay, I turned it up a
Cle-
Okay,
little
San
bit.
Pedro,
I don't know.
California,
Cleveland, Ohio. Okay.
It sounded like
At
it was buffling a little bit.
California,
Atlanta,
Georgia.
Georgetown, Texas. I never heard that before. Go
Atlanta.
call
All
me
right,
back again.
Georgetown, Texas. All right, y'all. Okay. So here's the real topic tonight.
I'll call it back, right?
This one is for the ladies. This first part is for the ladies. Second part for these men. Ladies, what does your man think about your BBL?
I know. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
And men, and
Oh,
men,
I don't have one.
and men, what do you think your ladies think about a lot of men now are getting
Enlargements.
that part.
Oh, I don't know about
What?
that. I don't know about that. That crazy.
You
Miss
Yeah,
Hair.
you could
oh, if it get deep, if it get crazy right here.
you said
Not the BBL. She said not the BBL.
what do a
LOL.
woman think about what?
Okay,
Say
let's
that
get to
again,
this
Miss
first
Terry.
part. Ma'am,
Can you
Not even
say that
just
again
BBL.
about the
We
men
talking about
part?
just plastic. We just talking about the surgery in general, like whether you get your stomach fixed or whatever, your lips, whatever, enhancing your
yeah.
body and stuff. That's what we talking about.
What do you think? How do you think your man would react to you getting cosmetic
Yeah,
lips?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, well,
There you go.
uh,
Talk about it.
All
he
right,
said he don't
guys. Now
need
we
it,
really
but
want
you
to
know
hear from
he
you
need
on
it,
this
but he said
subject.
he don't need
We need to hear from you. How do you think? How do you feel about women getting these lifts?
Yo, Rick,
Hello.
I have a question for you, Rick. Real quick.
What,
Real
what's
quick.
up, bro?
How do you do boxes on live? How do you do that? Because I want to go live boxes to my live.
Oh, you talking about six? You
Yeah.
have to click on the multi guest, bro, and then you hit the grid. It's a grid button right there. You just switch it to grid, switch your grid, and if you got it, it'll be right there to do it when you switch on the grid. If not, though, you won't have it. So everybody ain't got it though. I don't even know how I got it.
I've been trying to figure it out today. I've been on live and I've had like at least like five, six people trying to go multi grid, and I don't know. I'm trying to get on mine and do a multi grid, but I'm not. I'm not. I didn't know how to do it until you just
I
explained.
didn't either.
I had no
I
clue.
didn't. Yeah, but just change your grid. If you got it, it'll do it. But if you don't, it won't let you. If you won't see six if you don't have it. Everybody don't have it. I don't know how I got it. It just one day I jumped on and I had. I didn't have it at first though because I was trying to do it too. I seen everybody else doing it. I'm like, how they get six boxes? I
I
kept
mean,
pressing stuff.
I'm at like 26K, so I don't know if I have it or if I don't. But
You may
yeah.
have it, bro. Just change your grid though. That's all it is.
All right, cool. I'm gonna let
Okay,
you go. Stay safe, fam. Stay safe.
okay, bro. Yes, sir. Have a blessed day, man.
All right, now I know it's some men down here in this comment section, so y'all might as well come on, jump up in this box, and let us see what you got to say.
Well, since I jumped in the box first, I can answer for me.
Go ahead.
I can answer for me first. Okay, so first question, ma'am. First question was what? What do women think of what was the first question?
Okay, the first question was, um, women, how do you think your man would respond to you having lifts, cosmetic surgeries, the BBL, and the whole nine?
Oh, okay. I'll answer that
Thank
one for
you.
me. This is my truth, my story.
a lot of them like it.
What God has for me is for me. I'm not adding no extra. I'm not taking away anything because when I die, I'm leaving with what God gave me unless I absolutely have no choice. So now, I don't think my man would, he loved me for who I am. So that's not even you can feel like you are very heavy and you can dress really nice and that sets it totally different. Now,
Right.
the next question was what now? What was the next question now?
So the next question was, how do y'all women feel
About men having surgery to enhance their
about
body and shit.
men having enlargements?
Not even enlargement though. You know, they have other surgery too though. They have the stomach, try to get the six pack
They got the
and all that.
penile implants.
Yeah.
Well, for me,
The hair for the hair
You
jump.
gotta go there.
Yeah.
right.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
So for me, I would say, and y'all don't judge me, okay? Look at her, look at Blue.
Oh, you found it.
This is just my thing. When I get with somebody, I'm gonna know out the gate if it's a lifetime commitment or not. Okay? You have
Right.
to I don't have time to train or teach somebody at 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. You should know how to do what you
I
gotta
know.
do. But it's more than if I love you and I'm in love with you and everything is good except that, it's more than one way to make me happy. Your mouth might get
Right.
tired, but
Yeah.
it's more than one way to make me happy.
Yeah.
Look at
They're
Blue.
real, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Nah, they're
It's
real though.
other ways
Nah,
to
you ain't
please
saying that.
you.
Them real. That
It's
real
other
No,
talk.
ways to
We having
please
real
a
talk.
man.
We
seriously.
grown.
It
Yeah, they're
is
real.
it,
They're right.
you don't
Because
long
men
as
just
you
don't
please
really
me, as
kind of
long as
like
you
that.
please me,
They
I'm okay. You
happy.
ain't gotta have the humongous biggest thing in the whole wide world. I would like for you to, but know how to use what you got. But it's other ways to make me happy. You make me happy other ways. We good. My body good and you good. That's all
That's
I
it.
got.
Amen.
That's a good. That's a
Amen,
good answer.
Amen.
sister.
That's a good answer.
Amen.
That's a good answer.
I'm
She
with
said
you
real
when you're
talk.
right.
All right. Is that Arthur? Arthur, what you got to say?
Yeah, me as a married man, if my wife decided she wanted to get some implants and whatnot, that's gonna be a no for me because I met
Yeah,
you
me
the
too.
way that
Me too.
I met you the way I wanted you. Now, I could understand if you had some kids.
Hey,
My
Arthur,
wife had
hey,
some
can you
kids.
turn your camera on, Arthur?
Yeah, my bad. I'm
I
sorry.
don't see
Hold on.
nothing. I see an empty box. I don't see
Nah,
nothing. I just see an empty box.
yeah, he
No,
right
it's
there. He
somebody
there.
right there.
I see it.
Yes,
Is
There
that
somebody
you
good?
go.
there.
What's up, my brother?
Hey, Arthur,
You don't
how
see
are
him now?
you?
Hey. So, like I was saying, I met you a certain type of way. So that's the way I want to keep you. I want to
Exactly.
keep you that way. Now, unless
Exactly.
if you decide you want to go into the gym and things start to lift while you're in the gym, that's a whole
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also say, if she decides she wants to, after having kids, her stomach got a little messed up, or she lost some weight, and sometimes that it stretches. She wants to go get a little tummy tuck and stuff like that. I'm cool with that. I understand that because that's something that's cosmetic, quote unquote. But you going to go get breast implants and you're going to go get butt implants. And if I say no, I don't want you to have it, but you still go get it. And anyways, I understand women say I do it for myself. Yes, you do it for yourself for the attention of other men. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to. You already have my attention. You have
Yeah.
my attention without none of that.
Especially when you're married. When you're married, yeah, most definitely.
Exactly. It's for better or worse, for death do us part, baby. So if you get the 500 pounds because of a medical condition,
Yeah.
for a medical condition, then
I'm
that's
with you,
different.
man. I would want my wife to have that shit, but my wife don't like no fake shit, so I ain't never
I
got to
don't.
worry
I
about
don't
my
even
wife
wear
getting no fake
makeup. I don't
fake
wear makeup.
food or none of that. My wife ain't going for that. So
I've,
I'm
I've dated.
good on that.
I've dated a woman that had fake breasts. They didn't feel too good. I had a woman that had a BBL. It looked good when it was in the pants, but when she got off, it was like when she took the pants off, it was like I don't know if we can go keep going through with this relationship anymore because
Yeah. I'm like
yeah
you. I married what I wanted. I married what I wanted. My wife. I saw you just as you are. I love you just. If we gotta get older, our body gonna change. So I
You know
accept
what?
that. I accept you for how you look as I did when we were 17, 16. I know things change. That come with it.
And I told my wife, at the end of the day, I said, at the end of the day, baby, that thing is still feel the same. That little meow, that thing still
Man.
feel the same. So what's the difference? Why do you need to change anything? That thing
Yeah,
still feel the same. I still feel the same way I felt the way about you for, I've been married for 10 years now.
yeah.
So
That real, bro. I'm with you on that.
I feel
I'm
the
with you when
same
you're
way.
right.
I feel the same way. Same exact way. So at the end of
Yeah,
the day, baby girl, I love you. You don't need to get anything done. If you want something done, that means you're doing it. You're not doing it for me now. You're doing it for somebody else.
yeah. Because I don't
Right.
care about it. You right. That real talk. You right, bro.
I,
I
and
like
most
that.
Well,
Hey, good answer. That's a good answer.
and I can
yeah.
say also, because even those women that are single that get it done, they're how can I say it? I don't want to sound ignorant when I say this, but they also
Low
doing it
self
for, at the end of
esteem.
the
Yeah, they have low
that
self esteem. Yeah,
and when they do that and they take themselves out of a playing field where they should be playing in.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
as you know, I'm a big advocate for the average man, the average Joe. So you take yourself out of the playing field for average Joe, so you can actually go mess with these other guys that like that type of stuff.
yeah, for sure.
So
And the
yeah,
thing about it, like I seen an interview with that lady K. Michelle said she done all that and thought it was gonna make her feel better about herself, and she still didn't like herself.
And she,
So you do
yep,
that
yeah.
and have all these surgeries and people lose their lives behind that stuff too. Though I'm more concerned about that. I don't want my wife
yep.
having
Right.
no because I'm gonna have to be the one to take care of her. She gets sick and get down, and you know what I'm saying. I don't want you
Right.
hurting, bleeding on the inside. We
Right.
can't
Because
figure out
what a
what's
lot of
going
people
on.
fail
Nah,
to
man.
understand. What a lot of people fail to understand is that when you have these cosmetic surgeries and all these things are tightened and lifted and all of that, as you age, you begin to lose elasticity. So then you start all this sagging skin. And I mean, when I
Yeah,
say I have
look,
seen some
flabby.
stuff,
So
I mean,
so
it's literally to a point. There's nothing else to tighten up, and you look a mess. So
That's a homeless
imagine
person having a
having a
bigger heart.
butt lift gone wrong, and imagine what that's gonna look like
Later on
gone
down the road,
wrong
check
yeah,
this
it
out.
ain't working.
later on down the road.
You want to
What's
hear
up?
something? I'm a chemical engineer by trade, right? So I when it comes to science, I
Okay.
love science. So I start looking to everything, especially when my wife had said something about a BBL at one point in time. So I actually looked into the science of it. Do you know why a lot of these women's, when they first get them done, they look pretty good? Then after a certain amount of years, they start to look very, very funny. They start to look like almost
Like
like
Lil
ant-like.
Kim, like
Yeah,
Lil Kim.
I
they
was
start
just
to look a little ant-like.
Kim fucked up. Lil
Do,
Kim
do
fucked
you
up.
Do you want to know why that is? Is because when they take those cells, that
I was
fat
just
cells,
thinking that.
when they take the fat cells from your stomach and put it into your butt, it's still a part of your body, correct? That's why it's not attacking you. But what happens is your food comes and your food says, "Hey, fat cells, where are you at?" Oh, some
Yeah.
of us are right here and some of us are in the buttocks also.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I want you guys to come down here also. So now that's why that starts to look that way because
Yeah.
of those cells. The same thing with the
What?
breast. When they do the same thing with the breast, that's why it starts to look funny. So at the end of the day, ladies, you all, at the end of the day, you look beautiful. Leave your bodies alone. Men, the average man, the man that is picking up your trash, the man that is your plumber, your man that is your electrician, he does not give a damn about that.
Yeah, them facts right there. I care about that
That
shit. That shit is
15 to
real.
Right.
20% of
Right.
men, that's the ones that care about that. That other man that's that's the average man that's making $56,000 a year, he does not care about that. All he wants is respect and some love, and that's it.
That
I
That's
think
it.
facts.
Right.
personally
Right.
that a lot of women do it because they have low self-esteem, very low self-esteem, or you just feel like your body is just. I mean, maybe you think that's your way to get a
And you
man.
always
I
gonna,
don't know.
but as a woman
Or
or man, you always gonna be your worst critic. When you look in the mirror, you gonna criticize yourself the most. Man, oh, I look funny in this picture. My shirt don't fit good. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, as long as the person you with ain't complaining, and you ain't just 800 pounds sitting around lazy, ain't doing nothing. Hey, man, it is what it is, man.
But
I,
you
You
know
I,
gonna
what,
change?
Rico? I know that I'm a little. I
Right.
ain't gonna say I'm chunky, or I'm not gonna say I'm fat, but I call it pleasingly plump. It's either they like it or they don't.
Yeah, that real though. You right though. That real talk. Gotta love
Yeah,
yourself regardless, though. You don't stop loving you
yeah,
because you got a little rolls on the side, and you still
yeah.
who you are. You know what I'm saying? You ain't for everybody anyway, though. So everybody ain't gonna accept that. If you want to
Right.
one, I say if you the type of man you want one with a six pack, they got them all in the gym. It's women out there like that. Go get you one of them.
Go get
Go
you
get
one.
what you want for your life and what you can see yourself living with. You know, especially when you finna commit and be married. I went and got what I wanted. I'm good. I'm good with my woman. I don't care what happened over
I got
time.
what
I'm good
I
for it.
tell people I
Right.
got what I
I
Right.
ain't
needed
going no
because
damn
what
well. I
I
don't care if you
wanted
get
wasn't working.
300, 400 pounds. I'm here. What'd you say, my brother?
I
Go
got
ahead.
what I
I
needed.
said I said I got what I needed because what I
Yeah,
wanted wasn't working. So
exactly.
what I needed became what I wanted. And that's what a
Fact.
lot of men don't understand and some women don't understand that either.
Nope.
Stop looking for what you want and
Yeah,
start getting what you need.
And
Because
get what you
yeah.
need.
You right.
what you need is it's gonna make you 10 times my when I got with my wife, my net worth increased tenfold
Oh
because I
yeah.
got what I needed.
That right.
Because
You right.
she was the woman that allowed me to be, as they would say, a man and actually go do what I had to do. Hey baby, I gotta work 60 hours this week. And
Yeah.
I gotta work 60 hours this week. There was no complaints. Every time I came home, yes, I was dead tired, but my food was in the microwave. My food was in the microwave. And I'm not saying this is what every woman has to do or should do, but my food was in the microwave. If I wanted my feet rubbed, she would ask me if I wanted my feet rubbed. And I say no. Because at the end of the day, she allowed me to be who I wanted to be. All those women that I wanted, if I told them, hey, I was work
Can't cook
60
and
hours,
match that.
I came home one day working 60 hours. I came home one day to another man in my bed.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
That's deep right there.
Oh, you talking about deep? Like, and it was like one of those things where I said to myself where I was gonna do something, but if that ever happened to me, but I didn't. I opened the door, I looked, they seen me, and I just walked out and never came back.
Yeah, yeah. Because you don't know what you're gonna do till you put in that kind of situation, man. Everybody talk about I do this,
Well,
I
let me
do that.
just
You
tell
don't.
y'all right now. Let me just tell y'all right now, and y'all hear me say this all the time. I love me some me. I love my cute self. Look, I have not had any cosmetic surgeries by choice. Now, when I worked for the Department of Mental Health, I was kicked in my breast. Um, I developed some swollen glands, the whole nine. So I had to have a reduction as a result of that. However, sister is good. I don't have any implants. I don't have a BB. I don't have any of that because I love me so much. It is not even funny. And I can proudly say that I can get online every day. I can get up, I can do my own makeup, whether I'm going anywhere or not. I just love looking fab every day. Love me, like me, or leave me. It does not matter either way. That's just how I am.
Yeah, nah, that
Yeah,
real
I
though.
don't
That's how
have
it gotta
any
be.
cosmetic surgeries either. I
That's
don't.
how it gotta be.
I just. He doesn't even like to see BBLs. He sends me videos all the time. Like, look at this. It looks crazy. So I'm petite. I've always been petite. I'll be 45 and I don't even weigh 125. But I don't do drugs. And that'd be the first thing people say. Oh, you're a crackhead. Okay, but I can go to the toddler section and get a shirt if Walmart.
Mhm.
But I love who I am because my personality is dope. I don't want a BBL. I don't want fake boobs. He loves me as I am. Now, would I agree with him getting an enlargement? No. He's perfect for me. I don't need all of that because I get more than that. He gives me enough respect, enough love. He enlarges those things. So he don't need all that wide stuff and all that. He's good. I mean, he's blessed, but
Just
I
look,
just
Miss Blue, just flip me over sometime. Make me feel like you got something going on.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah,
No,
crazy,
when
man.
I
Yeah,
say
I think you just got to
it's
start with
good,
self, man. Like you said, it
it's
start with self-love, man.
good.
Self-love.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you
Self-love.
something.
It go back to
I
what we be
used to
saying
be
about
with a man
self-love.
that probably needed an enlargement. But you know what was so
I've
crazy?
been.
It wasn't about the size of the boat, it was the motion in the ocean. I was like, wow, look,
Yeah,
man, you doing your
this
little thing.
thing is crazy.
No,
Man,
literally.
y'all crazy.
But
Y'all a fool. Either what's up, my brother?
Nigga,
Easy.
you,
Chilling,
I
my
can't
brother.
even complain.
I
All
can't
right
call it.
now, when I tell you I'm good
Nah, I'm just
right
on here
now,
chilling.
I'm good
yeah,
right now. There's no
So
complaints
humble, what's
me
up?
too.
whatsoever in the book.
Easy.
Me
I
Hey,
too.
what's up?
know
No
that
complaints.
you have something to add to this conversation.
Eat like eat or
Uh,
something. What you eat, my
Let us
brother?
see your
I
whole
ain't,
face. Let
I
us
ain't
see your
rocking
whole
with
face.
it.
Yeah, I'm like you.
I'm not
Yeah,
rocking with
yeah, I don't like that
it.
fake shit either, bro. I don't like that fake
I
shit.
ain't rocking with it.
I don't rock with
I'm
it at
good.
all. For real.
I'm good on it. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? Like, nah, I want natural.
Yeah, all natural. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that, man. That shit. I think that shit a waste of goddamn. They should never put that shit out there and make that shit popular, man. For real. Cause you know
Yeah.
everybody just and when you doing that, you ain't doing that for yourself, man. You doing it for everybody else. Goddamn, look at it. You don't even like that shit. There's a lot of
Somebody
folks that do it.
said
Yeah.
somebody said some men have huge ones but don't know what to do with it.
And
I
they
do.
don't. They don't.
I know what to do with it.
They really don't. They think they
Yeah.
be doing
And that's
something. You be,
true.
look, but you be. They
Hey,
think they doing a whole lot, and at the
And
whole
it be
time your
about
face,
3 minutes.
look, your face be like this, and
Like
they be
You
going to
right. That's
work.
the way to make money. You
be
right.
be hollering. Be
You
hollering.
be
What is
they
you
don't
doing
be
all that
doing
hollering
nothing.
for?
Yeah, man. You gotta love yourself, man. That's it. That's it, man.
yeah,
I'm like my boy
you gotta
Uncle
love
though. I'm,
yourself,
I'm, I'm
man.
like Uncle. I got what I
Then
want, so ain't no need to enhance nothing, man. I'm with. I like what I got. I'm straight. I'm
Ain't
not
no
finna
need to
goddamn.
Hey,
I
enhance.
don't want my woman cutting on the
if it's
chest
some
and coming
internal
over there.
reason,
Nah,
I help
hell
you
no.
out. I help you out with your internal reason. If it's some internal reasons, I help you out with that. The
Yeah,
gym, whatever
yeah,
we need to do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. For real. If
Crystal
I
said
got you,
it's
with you,
true. She said she
what
had a
what that
couple
lady
of them.
said?
They wasted her.
What's up, Mo? What going on, Mo? How you doing, my brother? What going on, Allison? Allison, what's up? Yeah, but
Y'all are
I think
turned up
it's
in
just
them
preference. At the end
comments.
of the day, it's preference though. It's
They
what you
are
like. It's what
too.
you prefer. Yeah, it's what you prefer. At the end of the day,
Well, see,
man.
we got 3 minutes in the box, so I
Hey,
won't go too. But
hey,
then
y'all,
look,
y'all
Yeah,
trying to
listen,
go
yeah,
listen.
yeah,
hard on that
yeah.
second question.
I try
Then
to.
Y'all
you
trying to
get
Yeah,
go
the
hard on that
ones.
second question.
You get them ones where you be like, "You finished already? Where you going?"
yeah. Y'all wild tonight. We
Hey,
Y'all
finna
hold
switch
going
on.
top.
hard.
We finna switch the topic
Hey,
on y'all.
hold on.
We finna switch.
Take that as a compliment, ladies. Take that as a
What?
compliment.
Take what as a
Right,
compliment?
right,
Are we
right. There
finished
you go.
already? Take it as a
Right.
compliment. Take it.
No,
No,
never.
Nah.
If it's all day, I'm
if he is
sorry. I'm
in
telling the
there,
truth.
if he is in there for more than a half hour, I think you need to reevaluate yourself and go put some vinegar in your bath water.
This dude
No,
crazy.
but it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference as in if you say 30 minutes, we can do 30 minutes. Just because you're doing 30 minutes, it doesn't have to mean that it's intercourse. It could be all other things. But when he in there for 5 minutes and he get up like he's sweating and tired and he done did so much shit, ain't did nothing, where are you going?
What? Hey,
Right.
go run. Hey,
Right.
go run your fastest. Go sprint for 3 minutes, and then tell me how
Well,
you feel.
listen, honey, let me tell you something. What do you need to play in the field with the grown woman? Don't play with no little girls because grown woman wants to go more than that.
Oh, I'm 47
Me
years
Perry, what
old,
the
so
man told me, me
I
Perry?
learned how to
What the
concentrate.
me Perry give us another top, bro? Y'all crazy. Y'all done went crazy, but
But
y'all
you know
wild.
the BBL era,
Woo!
Yeah.
the BBL era didn't really get super popular until the PPPs.
I don't know. It was folk doing that stuff though. Yeah, but
I
yeah,
think
they really been chopped
we
out there.
saw more BBLs during the PPP loans
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
right
because
though. I
they
I
had
get
the
tell
you.
you
money.
what. I tell you what. I tell
because
you
they
what.
had the
With the
money to do
PPP
it.
loan, they went to anybody.
Yeah,
Right, only great. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you right.
They
You
did.
right. You right.
They
Just
watching
saying,
anybody.
That's
y'all.
when I
That junk look funny to me.
And-
I don't know why they think
and-
that junk look funny. It look weird to me when they get their body, they BBA. That shit look funny as hell to me. You
But
tell it
you
ain't
know what?
real.
Some women look okay with it, but some just
Then they
go
have them little
above
bit
and
ass legs
beyond.
and shit. That shit look funny as hell.
Yeah,
That shit
yeah,
look
they.
funny.
I
yeah.
think they need their
That shit,
legs done or something.
yeah,
Some
that
They
of
shit
them
they
just
don't
need to
look
match.
put
That
just
shit
fat
look
like.
funny.
throughout. My wife has a friend that got a BBL done, and she actually looks okay. She looks okay because she told them to make sure that she put them down into her legs too. But
Oh,
me being a gym addict and me being in the gym, I look at your knees, sweetheart, and your knees look weak. So that I know that ain't yours at the end of the day.
yeah, I don't like that shit. I'm again. I don't rock with that shit at all.
Look at
I
the
ain't no
knees
fan of
and
I
that.
look
don't
at
like
that
it.
elbow meat.
Yeah, for real. Them
Yeah,
little
I
bit of
ain't
chicken
rocking with
leg.
that, man.
Had them little bit of chicken leg. That shit look funny as hell.
Grace, that's a crock of mess. Y'all see what Grace said? Only Grace.
Nah.
She said one told me he came too fast because it felt good.
Man, look, man. Sometimes it be like that. It be like that.
My knees are weak because I could.
Grace, I'm not fooling with you tonight.
Man, y'all crazy, man.
Sometimes it be
All
Miss
like
Perry,
right,
where
that.
we
y'all.
going?
All
Where
right.
we going?
You started it, Perry.
Yeah, let's go somewhere else. Let's go somewhere
She
else.
wasn't
We remember.
expecting it to
You
go
know how
that
them,
way.
nah, you know how the TikTok shit is. They go somewhere else.
All
There ain't no
right,
telling who
y'all.
we got sitting
So,
here. They be hating on
um,
us. I don't,
yeah, absolutely right. Well, usually when I'm here at home, I like to hit a lot of topics um that is actually today.
Are you laughing at me?
go ahead, Miss Perry. Go ahead.
I'm laughing at
Um,
Nah, she-
Sonya. Sonya saying, no, he think he in it.
so
Pretty much
anyway,
what I
so I
said.
like to we like to hit on a lot of hot topics. We like to hit on a
Yeah.
lot of hot topics that people are talking about today. So one of the biggest things that they're talking about now is um the high theft crime among young folks and how they are using USB cords to
Oh yeah. Still
hijack
them called.
and
I saw that.
steal cars.
I saw
Okay.
that. I saw that
Let
shit.
let let me chime in on that because I'm in Chicago, and that's one of the highest things that they're doing. They're stealing the Hyundai Sonatas and
Yeah.
the Kias.
Kia.
With
Okay,
a
I
cord or
dri-
something.
yeah, I drive a 2022 Hyundai Sonata, right? I was in 7-Eleven just the other day and there was some police in there. And I had to ask him, well, is it really that, bad? And I said, is they going to take mine? Because, and he was like, yours is definitely one they're going to get. He said,
God
if they,
damn.
if you, he said what they're doing is they knock the ignition out, take the whole ignition out and they stick a USB cord in there because the Hondas were built where it can sit on that charger and they start the car. And that's how
That's
they're
crazy.
stealing them. They said the way if somebody comes up behind you and hit you from the back, they're gonna barely tap you for you to get out your
Get out
car,
the car. Yeah.
survey your car, and they're
They
gonna
do
jump
that in
in
Atlanta.
and take off.
They do that in Atlanta. Shit, just to steal the car.
Really?
Yeah, they do that
Yeah.
here.
I'm in
Yeah.
Chicago
Yeah.
right now, and it's
I
been
So
could
what
all
they're
over the news.
saying is, is that it's a lot easier for them
Hey,
to
London.
steal the ones that does not have the push button than
Right.
it is to steal because all they have to do is stick something in there, pop it,
Yes.
and then stick the USB cord in there, and it cranks right up.
Cranks
So
right
if
up.
you got
yeah.
a push
Yeah.
start, you said if you got a push start, it's not that easy.
It's
No,
If you
not
got
that
the
easy.
ignition, that's when
no.
they doing
Yeah.
it.
But they
I know my
are
Wow.
cousin.
Hyundai
They do that.
Sonatas and
What
Kias
you
are
said
the
about that hitting
most
you in the
high.
back. My cousin, because I used to ask, I ain't from Atlanta. I'm from Carrollton. I'm about 20 minutes, 25 minutes from Atlanta. But I was with my cousin one day. He kept stopping behind these cars. Like he don't never pull up on the car. Never. Like he be like way back. And I'm like, bro, what you doing? He was like, nah, because up here, they'll block you in. Like if you get too close to a car late at night, they'll pull up on you at the red light and the car block you in. They'll jump out. And even with that bump, they'll bump you and make you get like, man, when you hit my car? get out in there, take it, put the pistol,
I
and get out
never
and
even
take out.
thought
Yeah.
about
Smash and
that.
grab.
You gonna get
Never
Smash
out.
and
thought
grab.
about
You gonna
that.
get out. You gonna get out. Joker hit you in the back, and you gonna be like, "What the world?" You get out the car. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. They got it already. They quick and fast too. I'm
Yep.
telling you,
We was
they
doing
do
that.
that in
We was
Atlanta.
Yeah,
doing
smash and grab.
Yeah,
back
they
in
Mm-hmm.
back
do it
in my
quick. They do it. I'm telling
back
you,
in
that
nine
real life.
back
Especially
in
the charges and the
19
challenges. They gonna get them charges and them challenges
Oh
quick
yeah.
like that.
back in 1993. We was already doing that in Miami, where we just hit the back of your car, you get out, and
Yeah.
we jump in.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
told.
something that's old. That's old
Yeah.
school right there.
Yeah. But they do it
But
though.
that whole USB charger thing, that's I
Crazy.
ain't never heard that.
Yep.
And that's why I always tell my wife I ain't never getting a
Well,
car
okay,
older than
so
2003.
it's a TikTok challenge. It's a
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
TikTok
trend.
challenge,
TikTok
is what
trend.
they're
Yeah.
calling it.
Trend. TikTok trend.
It's the new TikTok challenge. So what they're doing is, and here's the thing: do y'all not know the average number of females, young black females, that's actually doing it more so than males?
That's crazy.
Right.
Mm.
That junk is
That's what that
wild.
police told me. He said it's more females doing it than males.
Dang, I didn't know that though.
Right.
I didn't
Mm.
know that. I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
Got women still in cars.
Trying to get a car.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Horrible.
see, but here's the
Trying to
thing.
get a car.
Then when their kid goes to jail, because all juveniles don't go to juvenile hall or juvenile
Right.
whatever detention. Depending on the nature of your crime,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you are going where the big boys are.
Yep.
So
Yep.
then, time to go to court. Your parents up in there trying to plead your case. Well,
Yeah.
my child, he just got hooked up with the wrong crowd. Well, he was on the influence with the wrong crowd. Well, he has never done anything like my child, my child,
My
my
God.
child.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. A lot of what your kid has been doing, because let me tell you what these schools, what a lot of people are doing now. They're going back to these schools, getting your records, and they're looking at that behavior to see if whether or not that kid has presented any type of bad behavior at that school. Parents know about it because I know here, if there's any bad behavior, any disciplinary actions, the whole nine, not only do your child sign it, but the parents sign it too.
Oh
So
yeah.
when you go to court, they're going to pull all this stuff and they're going to be like, okay, wait a minute. I thought you said your kid was deceived. But that, again, that goes back to what we were saying last night about accountability. And a lot of
She
these
said
parents and stuff do not want to take responsibilities for the actions of their children, especially when they know that their kids have been cutting up, acting a fool, the whole nine. A lot of them are letting them hang out. We talked about that last night. A lot of them are letting them hang out with their friends all time of night, come in
Yep.
when they want to. And a
Yep.
lot of these parents have gotten to a point where they are afraid of their kids.
Yeah.
Right.
They
But that
are
goes back
afraid
to what we
of
talked
their
about on
kids.
Rico Live the other night. These parents are wanting to be the friends to the kids. They want to
Yep.
be their friends instead of their parents. They scared of them now. It's too late now.
They're right. You're right.
Crazy.
I ain't finna do all
That's
that friend
crazy.
shit. I'm dead. I ain't finna
If
do
my
all that
We
friend
child
ain't
shit.
being
he want to
friends.
steal a car and
Nah,
he
at
We
thinks
all.
ain't
that
doing
I'm
that.
gonna come to court and defend him, he
Yep.
SOL. He
I'm telling
SOL.
you,
Yep.
We ain't
they're
I'm
being
not
real.
that type
friends.
of
Right,
parent.
Yeah, they're real. You done done some crazy stuff
My
that
son
you
right.
got into
know
some trouble
you weren't
right
ready to do
before I
that junk
came.
either. Man, please.
My son got into some trouble right before I came to Chicago. He told me I might need your help. I said, and no, you got a criminal justice degree. I said, and I taught you right from wrong. I taught you the law. You know better. You're
Exactly.
wrong. Handle it. Handle it
They don't like to
yourself.
Exactly.
listen.
Yep.
See,
Because you
Right.
don't
Cause you
like
Queen
know
what
we
you're
Ken
don't
doing.
said
move
the
like
kids
that.
are raising the parents in
Can
today's
yeah,
time.
she
You are
right.
100%
She
right.
right. She right. I'm
so
playing some
to
fun.
me, this goes back
Ain't no way
to
I
I
party with my
always say
kids.
this.
Ain't no way I party with my kids.
2:30 in the
Ain't no way.
morning.
Hell
We
no,
ain't
I'm
drinking
not.
together. If I did drink, we wouldn't drink together. If I
Nothing.
did smoke, we damn sure wouldn't smoke together. Ain't none of that shit.
No.
I don't believe in that.
Now
That's me.
I can't say when my son turned 21, I did take a shot with him when he turned
Oh no, I
21.
ain't
I'm
doing
not.
that. I ain't doing
I
that at
did.
all.
I
Nothing.
took a shot. No, I took a shot with him, and then I told him to go ahead and go on because he turned 21. That was the only time I ever drunk with my son or anything. I'm not gonna lie, but
Mm.
Yeah, I
but
ain't
my
doing none of
son
that.
also But my son also from this day, I am not afraid to say it. I am 5'3". My wife is 6 foot even. So my son is he's about 5'10", 5'11", right? Well, damn. No.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
But crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with being short, bro. I'm
He
tired.
freezed
I,
up.
I,
I
I
ain't
think,
gonna
I
go
think,
that far, you know. I'm
I
short
think
my
he
I,
damn
froze
self.
up.
who I froze
Nah,
up.
he getting none of my son on my. I see.
So my son, he's like 5'10", 5'11" now. But my son
God, that
knows, even
five
dad,
two.
even at 5'3", he still knows dad's gonna dunk him on his head, whether he's scared of me or it's respect at the end of the day. So
Right.
this whole generation where the parents are trying to be friends, and that's why sometimes it's like when I see, and don't take offense to this if this is some of you that do this. When I see, even the older generation that are on TikTok and they are doing the dance trends and stuff, I just look at it and go, and then at the same time, I understand you're trying to bond with your child, but then at the same time you are making TikToks with your child where your child is disrespecting you, where you're trying to pretend to have fun or not. At the end of the day, I don't think it's fun at the end of the day. And also this whole TikTok thing, me personally, my son didn't get social media until he turned 18
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah.
because I understood how social media works. Even at age of 47, when I started to see certain things on social media, Facebook, Instagram, okay, nah, you're not getting none of this. Now, if he made an account by himself behind my back, and I didn't know, okay, but he never had an account on his phone because at the end of the day, he's not. We're not doing that here
Yeah.
because me personally, I think certain apps when it comes to kids, adolescents, not adults, but adolescents, it starts to dumb you down. I always look. You ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Uh-uh. Nah,
No,
Look it up.
somebody told me to watch that.
It's a movie called Idiocracy. It's basically
Hmm.
where the world just basically becomes dumb because of social things that are going on within the world, which with you see a lot of people doing dumb things. Like you said, this is a TikTok challenge where kids are still in cars where they're trying to just impress people. You're st-
yeah.
you're committing a crime. You're committing a crime to
For
get
likes.
likes.
Clout. That clout. There go back that clout we were talking about. They chasing that
Hmm.
clout.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
clout. Yep, that clout. Yep.
Y'all eating Tide
They call
Pods.
it clout. That's what they call it now. Clout.
Hmm.
You guys are eating
Clout.
Tide Pods. You guys are doing all this dumb stuff for
Yeah.
likes.
That's crazy.
The
I
crate
like on my
challenge.
Recognition.
That's that new drug.
on my
Yeah.
TikTok
But you
on
know
my
what? Let
TikTok.
me say this. Let me say this, Arthur, real quick. Let me say this. Just to show you how stupid in the head some of these kids are being. Do y'all remember when they came out with these last pair of Jordans, I guess? I'm not sure. I'm not into the tennis shoes. So I had driven up to Kirkland's to get some candles for my house. Well, when I got there, I mean, the line was wrapped around the building. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So this lady was like, all these
Feel
food
my ass,
parents out
man.
here buying these kids these tennis shoes. And next thing you know, they're going to be crying because they can't pay these bills. So this one boy had paid like $200, maybe more for those shoes. Well, let me tell you what he did. He went and bought those shoes, put them on his feet, and took a picture of them. And when he tried to take them back in the store and get his money back, they wouldn't refund his money.
That's
So
crazy.
he sat out there in that parking lot. He sat in that parking lot and tried to sell those shoes because he was into this phase, into this thing where, oh, I want my friends to know that I done bought these shoes. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
I had the money. I went and bought these shoes. But here's the thing. He didn't have the money
No.
because he was out there in that parking lot trying to sell them shoes back to the store, and they wouldn't take those shoes back. Why? Because they were such high value dollar of those shoes that he couldn't take them back. And then
Mm-hmm.
he was sitting up there crying, talking about my mama said we need to pay. That's our utility bill money. Now you can go get the shoes, you can take a picture in them, but you got to turn around and take those shoes back. She about
You
beat the
shouldn't have
crap
got
out of him in that parking lot because the store wouldn't give him his money back. So she goes in the store and
What's
acts a
up,
fool
Alicia?
with these folks. Well, my son just got these
Said in
shoes. He
Las
didn't even wear them
Vegas.
outside the store, acting a fool. Whose fault is that?
Mama,
The mama.
Whose
her.
fault is
Um,
that?
I
mama.
Her.
The mama.
I think what a lot of the crime today that children are committing, what it stems from is them really not having nothing to do. Like during the time that we grew up, we didn't just have all this access to this social media and just on the internet. It just makes them small minded. Like when I go to different rides, trail rides in the city where I'm from is a real ghetto city. We got a high crime rate, but I realize it's nothing for the children to do in the city. There's not a lot of activity or opportunity. And when coming up, we didn't just we knew how to have fun and be kids. We didn't just have social media and when worried about no trends and gotta do
Mm-hmm.
this
Cell
and gotta
phone, it better have a cell phone. Shit.
yeah, didn't even hardly,
Pager.
had a cell phone or anything. And it's like they got too much of that internet. And when you see them, they stay on the phones all day. Just like you got adults that stay on the phones all day. But it's just like it make the children small minded to where they don't know how to act. They don't know how to have fun out in public. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to do nothing. It just dummies they brain down. So outside of the parents, the social media and just this new upbringing, it just kind of like it contributes to it.
You
That's
right?
Amen.
facts.
Yeah.
Cause,
No, them
cause I
facts right
be
there.
Yeah.
Cause we,
walking
like you
around.
said,
I see so many people with their face in their phones.
and I'm gonna tell you
I
this.
see people on dates,
I
face
can't
in their
I
phone.
can't
Like,
remember the last time I seen a group of boys riding bicycle, man. Man, we used to ride our
Oh,
bikes everywhere, me and my
hold
brother.
on.
We
Yes.
shoot
You
basketball.
might want to come to my city then. You might want to. I live in York, Pennsylvania. Me, my homie, we got a thing called Pedal for Peace, and we got
Yeah,
young men out here. We all we doing is riding bicycles. You probably seen some of them, a little bit of them on TikTok or whatever, because they're some of the people, some of the little boys that do the wheelies, and then
yeah.
they try to zoom out of the way of the cars and zoom out of the way. So yeah. So my thing is, this is what I said. Going back to what's that, Lady London.
Yes, sir.
So my thing is also what I always tell people that say what you said, create something for these kids. If you have nothing there, I understand you're probably going to say it's probably easier said than done because we don't have a village anymore. There's not a village anymore. I understand that. But at the end of the day, there are still some parents that need help. There are still some parents that are willing to listen and willing to help you create it also.
But
So that
children really don't know how to act no more. Like where I'm from, we
They
have
don't want to
trail
do it though.
rides.
Yeah, I'm
We
like
have
her.
trail
Right.
rides
Nah.
every
Hey,
weekend.
hold on. We could create something for them, but my son don't even like going outside. When he don't even want to go outside. He want to
no,
play the
for
game. You know
real.
what I'm saying?
you'll be surprised. No, you'll literally
Nah,
They don't
be
want to
you'll
go
be
not
outside.
my
surprised.
city. Yeah, they don't want to do it,
You'll
bro. They
be
don't want to do that. They
surprised.
want to go in the streets,
They don't
hang with
want to
their
go
friends.
outside.
They don't want. Nobody want to go outside and go fishing,
You
and
see some
they don't
kid
want to do that.
outside
Wait,
on bikes and
Hey
I, I,
Wayne,
Kids
I,
don't do
what
they
that
area
no
ain't
you
up.
more,
They
bro.
ain't up
from?
to no good.
wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I
kids ain't
only
doing
reason
that
why I
no
said
more
it
like that.
because
Uh,
for Pedal for Peace, we have a total of 50 kids. For Pedal for Peace, we have a total of 50 kids. This summer, every Saturday, me and 20 boys, we go fishing. I've already had parents sign permission slips already. So when hunting season come in, we have 15 boys. We're going hunting. We're gonna go. We're actually gonna fly out to Colorado, and we're actually gonna go hunting out there. So there is you just. I understand that the resource sometimes it comes down to resources at the same time, but there are some people. You'll be surprised. Some people in your community
I
that
said
are
I know
that
it's
is
some
willing to
people.
help you.
It's some people, but a lot of kids
All,
don't
all,
want.
yeah,
They
a
ain't
all,
lot of
interested
these.
in that, bro. They ain't interested
all
in
it,
that. I'm telling you
Yeah.
that
all
now.
you need is
Not the
one.
one that. Not the one. That, hold on. Not the one think they cool and working this design. They don't want to go no fishing and nah, bro.
All,
They ain't. I
all you
know.
need is
I
one.
know a lot of
I know. I
young
get
people,
no.
young
Trust me,
men like
brother.
that.
Now
I
you
get
got
what you're
some water
saying.
bottles. You got
Yeah,
some water
yeah.
bottles. They'll do that. They'll get out
A
there
I,
and
lot
I
fish.
of
get
Yeah,
what
a
you're
lot
boys.
of
saying.
a
I
lot
get
of
exactly
And
young
what you're saying. And then at the same time, I also teach while we're there with those young boys. Like I had a bunch of boys that would probably be in that line with Nike. Also, I teach financial literacy. Those boys actually understand that. Hey, if I got $200 to spend on those Nike shoes, I'm gonna put that Nike stock is actually cheaper than them shoes, and that Nike stock is gonna help me go over
But that
time. It's gonna
probably
keep me
comes
so.
from their parents.
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah.
like they, their parents taught them to,
What type of
hey, you're not gonna be on social media, or you're not. That sounds like some kids with a whole different upbringing. Because
suburban
these
kid?
kids
This ain't no
today,
Right.
hood kid. These ain't the hood
they
kid. They don't
can't
want to do
be.
that.
These are
Uh,
hood kids. These
they
are
don't
hood
want to
kids.
do that, bro. They ain't
My
entertained by that.
I'm
my
Not the
saying,
folks I
grandma.
know. Not the people I know. They don't want to do that.
but
They're
what
boring.
I'm saying,
That's boring.
you may think that. That's what I'm saying.
I know that. I ain't no
Think
think. I
that.
know that.
You
I know
may
that.
think that.
I don't
There's a
think.
group.
I know. I
I got a
know.
group of boys that are
They're
in my
boring, bro.
in
They're gonna say,
class.
man, no, I don't go no fishing. What? Man, please. The
They
ones
will
I
They
know.
say
ain't
that.
going no
Hold on.
fishing.
I see what you saying though, but I'm saying majority, they ain't going for that, bro. They too cool now. I see it. They walk around with their
Then
pants out there,
leave the
but them
majority
ones don't
out of
want to
it.
ride no bicycle. They pants barely still. They can't ride no bicycle. Yeah, not the
Leave the
ones I know.
majority out of it. You got to leave the majority out of it. Then take those few. Take those few that want. There are some kids that really they're just looking for. They're either just looking for a father figure or somebody to care for them.
You saying the same thing I'm saying. It's some, but it's a large majority that ain't going for
My
that.
Me
If I go
personally,
to, I
I
can
would
go
have
right
been
Nah,
now
not
okay.
to the
for
mall.
me.
Hold on. I can go to the mall right now and find the coolest dudes walking through the mall. I'm talking about cool, and walk up to them and say, "Hey, bro, y'all, I got a little bike thing. I'm going. Y'all want to join my little bike club? And we just ride through town." You don't look at me like, "Oh, you don't bump your head." Old school, we don't do that. I'm telling you, bro. No, not what Atlanta, Georgia. Down here in Georgia, they don't go for that. You up there in Pennsylvania, I don't know how they rock, but
my
Georgia, them folks don't. They trying to get some money. They trying to
And
hustle, scam
They
people.
even
trying
the
to get some
ones
money.
in
Yeah,
Georgia, even the ones in Atlanta, the water boys. How many water boys we got down there? We have so many water boys, and I've only met
They
yeah,
trying to
a
get some money.
one that's very respectful. He knows
exactly.
what he's doing. He's a businessman. He's always on Martin Luther King. The ones on Northside Drive
They
and
want some money.
all down
That's what they
Ponce,
want.
They want some money,
they
bro.
will get in your car if
Now,
you
if you
don't
say
got
you
some
gonna pay
water.
them, you gonna pay them to ride the bikes. Oh, they might do it then, but they
Oh yeah,
want
they
some
gonna
Do
real.
it
ride the
These
bike
then.
for
young just
sure.
want some
Then
money.
yeah, they gonna
I'm telling you, now I'm putting you down now.
yeah, they
I
gonna
know.
ride the bike for
It,
sure.
it, no, what I'm saying, it just doesn't
Let me
have to
say
be
this.
bikes though. It just doesn't have to be
Let me
bikes. It
say
can be
this.
anything.
A lot
I
of
just threw that
times,
out there. I just threw that
a,
out there.
a, a lot of nowadays, a lot of folks have yards the size of their family room, and they can't even get their kid out there with a
Facts.
lawnmower
Facts.
to push it.
He won't even cut his mama
That
grass.
wouldn't
What make you
take
Yeah.
think he gonna come cut my grass? He won't even cut his mama
right,
daddy grass.
right.
Come on, man. I'm just
Listen,
being real.
they are
I'm a realist.
they want money, but they don't want to earn it.
Right.
Facts.
my grandma
Yep.
always told me you have to start a child off young. And I think a lot of parents made the mistake is they trying to catch these kids while they 19, 18, 16, and embed something in them that they
Too
should have
late.
They're
started
right.
off in them when they was 1 and 2 and 3
They're
year
right.
old. So the young people, their mind is so corrupt. It's hard to really bring them back because the parents let
Yeah.
it go on too far. And where I'm from here in the South, we have something like called trail rides, and that's what we do down here. And you have a lot of young kids. It used to be just really grown folks, older folks coming, but now it just number really children, and from between the ages of 16 and like maybe 23 out there now. And I almost said every trail ride somebody's shooting. So when they do have events, it just
Yeah.
like the young folks come and mess it up. Don't the young city folks? It really don't be the country folks doing all this shooting, because country people really not about that. But I mean, the children so corrupt. The parents made the mistake of just not embedding certain things in them from an early age, and then when they get out of hand, they want to try to come and run and see what they can do, but it's too late because that child's
Yeah.
mind is
Too late.
already set.
Yep.
And see,
That's
my
But
facts.
you know
problem
what?
was,
Now let me say this. That goes back to something I saw, and you all probably have seen it already. That goes back to sporting activities that used to be fun. But the other day, a former NFL player and his brother got into an altercation with a Little League coach. And the coach ended up expiring.
Yeah, I saw that on the news. I saw that.
And that goes back to, I'm sorry.
He killed the other coach, Miss Perry. You talking
On the
about that when he
live,
killed?
on the live.
Yeah.
They on the live, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The child's coach expired as a result of the bad behavior of the parents.
Yeah. I
So
saw that.
that goes back to, we've seen so many, when I say we've seen, I mean, you hear so many stories on the news about these Little League games, even, locally, if the parents feel like a bad call, instead of them handling it in a manner in which it is safe, they take it upon themselves. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I love me some basketball. I mean, I love me some basketball. My daughter and I was at her middle school game this past basketball season. I'm literally sitting there. The game had started. The girls was playing. And parent comes in, hadn't even been there 5 minutes. Now you all know that this is a contact sport. So one went for the ball, the other one tried to take it. They got to tussling. That's what they call a jump ball.
Mm-hmm.
Mama comes out the stand and reaches for the little girl. As they were tussling for this ball, her daughter falls. She didn't get hurt. It's a jump ball. Mama reaches for the little girl who slung her daughter. Then an altercation ensued between the other parents of the other child. She ends up getting kicked out of this game. Her poor baby just crying because mama done embarrassed her in front of not only her friends, but in front of all these folks in this gymnasium. And so the school system had to step in and say, hey, we need to take care of this because we don't want this to get to a point where it may escalate at another game. So I think a lot of times if parents will just stay out of stuff and let the coaching staff handle it, it will end up being a whole lot better than a lot of things that's going on right now. It is just absolutely insane how a lot of behavior that children are presenting, they are imitating the parents. They're imitating a lot of what they see their parents do.
They
Because
act just
guess
like their
what?
parents.
Yep, because in their eyesight, the parents are telling them it is absolutely okay for you to behave in that manner.
Mm-hmm. And see, I'm originally from Indiana, Elkhart, South Bend, which is probably about that big. Everybody knows everybody. My kids were born there, but I didn't raise my kids there. My kids were raised in San Diego. I thought taking them out of that small town because there was nothing to do. And my kids are now 24, 25, 20, and 21. So we went to San Diego. This was before social media, all of that. And I noticed my kids would play outside. But I think maybe a year later, that's when the social media popped around or whatever happened. And they didn't want to go outside no more. They did not want to go outside and play. And I worked third shift. So I would come home, y'all go outside and play. They was like, no, mama, it's too hot outside. What you mean it's too hot outside? And it was like, where's my kids going? Because that's not how I raised them. Y'all have always played outside. What happened? But I look at them today, and that's why I guess I cradle my grandkids and I, go outside and make my grandkids go outside because my daughter is so quick to put a YouTube in front of my grandson's face, so quick to do this. And I'm like, no, you need to sit him down and teach him educational stuff. You need to teach him he's very intelligent. He's only 3. He's very intelligent. Don't keep sticking that computer in front of his face because he's going to become robotic. And I don't want that. Because these kids done became robotic and they don't want to do nothing, they'll go to work, they'll do that, but everything is about social media now.
Well, I
And
need to address something that Chandy says. Yes, but many of those parents that
Hello.
do that, in other words, behave that way, are low income or no education. That's not
That is
necessarily true
not true.
because
That's a damn
there
lie.
have.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
That's
Go ahead, Arthur.
That's a damn. I live in a very so. I've been blessed to be able to, I do go back into the inner city and help out, but I've been blessed to actually be able to live in a certain type of neighborhood where my kids go to a certain type of school where they are about the 1% of being black. Let's just say my black family is the only one that's on this block. So, and I think my black family is the only ones that go to this school. So there's been times where I've gone to a basketball game or especially football where little leagues where parents white. I mean, I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but the ones that lack melanin where they run out into the field where they're the first ones to run out into the field. Especially with wrestling. When it comes to wrestling, they're the first ones to run out on the mat, especially if their kids are against. So that has nothing to do with income. It has
nothing.
nothing at all to do with income. So whoever said
Um,
that, they are completely wrong. That means they haven't gone anywhere else.
okay, so she says, sorry, this is what I see as a child protective service worker in Texas. It may be different where you all are. It's
Once,
everywhere.
Yeah.
once again, she just said she's a CPS worker in Texas. So that means that's what she
Right.
deals
Hmm.
with. So of course
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna see that. That
Right.
whether she deal with it there or not, it doesn't matter. There's parents everywhere, there's kids everywhere. So you can't clump any one
Right.
thing from one place. And the minute we start doing that,
Right.
that's why our kids have no accountability because we always decide, we dissect everything and make an excuse for why they did it for that part. No,
Right.
we have bad parents that have bad kids that make bad choices, and then parents come in and make excuses for the bad behavior. That's the
Right.
problem.
And it's
yes.
a repeat
Right.
cycle. So they know that they can keep getting away with it because mom or dad is gonna say, you're wrong, I'm right. And that's where manipulation starts at a very young age.
Big
Correct.
Q, Big Q say
Right.
we need Big Mama back, baby. On Big
We just need
Mama,
mamas.
Ooh, honey,
big
yes.
big big Mama, big
Yes.
mamas out here today. They fast and man, they out here on their hot girl summer stuff today.
Hell,
Baby, ain't they?
Big Mama, 34 years old now.
No, that's immature mama. That ain't big mama. We gotta call it what it
No,
is.
That's still growing,
I have
mama.
a friend. No, I have I have a friend who is I'm 47. I think she's around 43, and she is already a great grandmother, and they call her Big Mama. So that's where I'm going with it at, and it's like, ooh, that's
But you
oh
know what?
okay,
And
yeah.
I agree. I mean, that's what she is, that because that's what the title is, that's what it is because of the generation of kids. But the problem is we give so much credit to false labels. I have a big problem with our blacks and Hispanic community that call their little babies their kings while they're peasants.
Mm.
Because an infant can't do nothing for a household other than cost you. Simple as that. And then we call our son, a lot of the moms, oh, this my son's the man of the house. No, he's not. Then you wonder why grown men grow up comfortable with women paying for everything, taking everything, doing everything. You labeled him a king while he was a peasant and did nothing and didn't earn his rank. So that's what you get.
I, I
This
always tell
person
black
said
people, I
Big
say,
Mama is so derogatory.
no, it's not. They must. What are they? They must not be.
Miss
Y'all finna
Miss
ride with me. I'm finna go
Salon,
get that food. Y'all gonna ride with me, y'all. I'm finna go get that food. Y'all know I always gotta make a run every time y'all go get on live.
Okay.
Y'all keep talking though. We
Okay.
good
Well,
though.
Well,
is
Miss
there anybody
Salon,
else that wants to come in the box?
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
about to
somebody I
head
got
out real
somebody
quick.
trying to come in here. Let me see who this is. Y'all got
Yeah,
like two more people.
I'm gonna head out real quick. But what I would like to say, if you know how she just said, Miss, how you pronounce your name,
Oh,
man?
it's Jay Salone.
Yeah,
Me, Jay
I'm gonna leave.
Salone. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know Jay, so I don't know why I gotta leave him alone. It's like, nah.
That's why you got to leave it alone. Stay in your lane. If you don't understand, leave it alone.
Miss J
But
Salon,
Say
I
you're
was
Miss
lying.
Yes.
trying.
Miss,
I
but just once, then I'm gonna head out. So I always tell people, I always say this about to black people, how you said about, men growing up being not wanting women to pay for this and pay for that. I tell a lot of people, even if you're not Jewish, study the Jewish community when it comes to your son. Because what the Jewish community does, they put their sons as the head of the household because they understand that the men are supposed to be the leaders of the community. So by the time a young boy turns 3 or 5, he already knows reading and writing and arithmetic. By the time he turns 15, he's already into a trade. So he already knows and learns how to make money. So at the end of the day, study that. That's all I wanted to say. I know it may have been a little bit off, but what she just said, I just wanted to bring that, just try to bring that and just let people know that's what you do. If you want men to be men again, raise your boys, put your boys, especially single mothers, put your boys around men that are married and have a good marriage.
But I think you got to be careful how you word that, because if you're saying single mom, put your boys around married men, that's going to create some confusion there.
No, it's not. No, only
Yes,
reason
it
why I'm saying
is.
is because they get to see. No, this is what I'm saying. If you don't
Not
have a
if
man in the household, if you don't have a man in the household as a
but
single
their
man, as a
mom
single
isn't
woman,
married.
Time out. Time out. Let me address that.
you can't. Hold on, you can't raise. You can raise a boy into manhood, but you cannot raise him to be a man, ma'am. If that's what you're about to say, you can raise him
Okay,
into
but
manhood, but you can't raise him to be a man if there's not a man in the house. Because if there's not a man in the house, that boy does not know how to treat a woman because he's not seeing his mother being treated how she's supposed to be treated.
I'ma
That's
say
what I'm
Well,
this.
that's
saying.
false.
I see a lot of good men come from single moms. I feel like a woman can just do the best she can do. As women, we can't teach you
My
everything
mama
about being
was
no
single
man.
mama. My mama was a single mama. Yeah,
Yes.
that
But at
real
the
though.
same
Yeah,
time,
and I turned out to be
so
a hell of
let
a
me
we're
man.
tell
pro-
y'all.
I built
Let
my
me
we're
tell
woman
probably
y'all
up.
what I'm
around the
about to
So
older.
do.
yeah, my woman done a good job.
No. Let me say what I'm about to do. I'm about to sit here in this chair and rear back on my thumb, and I'm gonna absorb what you just said. I'm gonna absorb what you just said
But
I,
once again,
because you don't
absorb
want to
it.
hear my thoughts.
But once again, we're talking about people that are outliers because at the end of the day, isn't the black man in the community aren't we? We're failing, right? Yes or no?
it's something that that really that was said on here. I guess it just surpassed a lot of people's ears that I was trying to speak to Miss Salone about us calling our babies kings and queens. Miss Salone, what were you saying about us calling our babies kings and queens, saying that they are peasants or we can't do that? Can you just run that back to me so I can
Okay.
understand?
So what I'm saying is, if you give your babies, your little boys, infants, toddlers, the highest rank that they can be at the youngest age while they gave nothing to earn that title, they grow up to do nothing. We can't give them false labels and false titles. I can't call my toddler the man of the house, but he can't produce nothing for the house. He can't protect the house. He can't run the house. He can't keep the house going, and he don't know how to finance the house. But I called him a king.
Well, Miss
She
Salon,
said not
what
true.
I do believe
Lady
in, what
said
I
not
do
true.
believe in, I believe in speaking things into existence. And I call my siblings and will call my children queens and let them know you are a king and a queen because that's what I want you to grow up and be. I speak things into existence and speak life into my children. That don't mean well I don't have no, but I know I'm gonna have me some children, and I want to speak life into my kids. And me telling you a king or a queen, that don't mean you run this house, but you know you are a king or a queen and you don't accept disrespect and less from nobody. Our children are not peasants. You know, you ain't the man of this house, you ain't the woman of this house, but at the end of the day, you a king and a queen, and one day, you know, I'm gonna need you to take care of me, you know, or I may need
And
you to
and
come take care of my home.
and
Do
Miss
you know
London, I
even back in
respect
the
that
day?
and I understand that. But what I'm saying is, to want that for our kids without teaching them how to earn that title, we give them a false sense of security that there's something that they can't possibly be. And the reason I said peasants, I'm not being degrading. If we're going to use royalty, there is a process, there is a ladder. You are the queen of your house. Your daughter's the princess. She is
I was gonna
underneath
say
you.
that.
She doesn't hold rank above you.
Right.
So, no, I don't say it in the most degrading way, but if we're going to use the highest rank,
It
that's how
has to
that
go to
goes.
the
A
person
ba-
that's
Correct. Our
Right.
ancestors, my
What you
daughter,
think?
when she
that's
What
was
what
you
I
think
got
an
out
about
infant,
of
that,
it.
Miss Perry?
right.
What you think about it,
What's
Miss Perry?
that?
Okay,
You agree with
so
that, Miss Perry?
so to a certain extent, and in London's defense, I'm going to say this: speak those things as if they are, and so they shall be. In me, J. Salon's defense, I'm going to say this: if you know your kid is a little Chucky, a little baby, a
Oh
little
yeah,
Freddie,
yeah.
don't get them those titles. Don't get them kids those titles, cause you know good and damn well they ain't no kings and they ain't no queens. So I understand both perspectives.
I agree with you on that. I
Neither
agree.
one and
Hmm.
neither one is degrading or is not being degrading or disrespect on either side. But I can understand what both of the ladies are saying, because listen, we do have even I've seen live some TikTok lives where I see women go on there and say, "Hey, King," and this man is degrading all these women. Is that what you want as
Yeah,
your king?
facts. Big facts.
Is that what you want sitting
What
on
you
your
say? Come
throne?
on, man.
Is that what you want sitting on your throne or laying in your bed? Is that the type of king
And
you
they
want? Then I hear this
and it
man
crazy
referred
how
to this
and
woman.
it crazy how out of and hold on, and all the alpha men always trying to tell another man how to get a man. They can't even, I mean woman, and they can't keep a damn woman. How you gonna tell me to be an alpha male in my relationship? I don't believe in all this shit. I'm not above my wife. You know what I'm saying? We equally yoked. So it ain't gonna be no my word override what she say. We gonna do what's right for what's best for the
For
both
each
of us.
other.
See what I'm saying? Cause we both got to coexist in this
Right,
marriage. It ain't just about me. You see what I'm saying?
right,
Just because I make the money and I pay the
right,
bills or whatever I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I don't want
Right.
no extra
right.
credit or pat on the back every
And that
time I do
goes
something that I'm
for
supposed to do.
and that
See what I'm
goes
saying?
and that goes for me and some men. That goes for some men as well. When you know you got that woman out there, a hood rat, just as ratchet as she want to be, disrespectful, and just don't care. But then you want to call her, "Hey, queen, baby, that thing ain't fit to wear a crown." Let me just go ahead and tell you, ain't fit, and I use the word ain't fit to wear a crown. So again, we have to
Yeah,
be
nah, it just depends on your
careful
character.
when we
It's your
start
character,
putting
what you
when
represent
we start
as a
putting
man or a
certain
woman. It's your character.
right. And when we start putting labels out there like that, because again, I understand both of these ladies. My hat's off to both of you because you both have made valid points. And again, we're not here to be disrespectful or anything like that. And that's not what I saw between either lady. But
I know.
we can agree to disagree when
Hmm.
when it comes to
That right. That right. That's what
when
we
it
do.
comes to things like that. So,
Right.
I understand. I understand now. To Arthur, I didn't absorb what you just said. Now let me go ahead and tell you what I think about that.
I can't
Here we
remember what
go.
he said.
Now look, I
You said
raised
put your
my
kids around a
son.
married man. Around a married man or something like
I raised my son. I didn't have to put my son around a married man because he was around men that taught him, just like his mother, how to treat a woman. And my son, who is a very respectful young man, has a great job. He and his little girlfriend, they do wonderful together. wonderful together. I don't live in their house, but I know my son when he's not happy about something, and I know his girlfriend when she feels like my son is not making her happy. Now, one thing mama is not gonna do, mama ain't gonna step in the middle of their relationship. That's something she's not gonna do. I'm
Thank you,
not
Miss
gonna
Perry.
go to my son and tell him, well, you need to just get rid of her and call it a day. And I'm not gonna go to that girl and tell her, well, that's my son, but this is what I would do.
He said
No,
autocorrect.
because it causes
He's Brother said
um
autocorrect
well,
in the chat. He said autocorrect.
anyway, listen, he may not even have no kids. So, however, um, I'm just putting out there how Miss Perry feels about the statement that you made. Because as a single mom, and that's been the issue for a long time, people feel like single parents cannot raise their kids.
Nobody didn't say you couldn't raise them.
No. I didn't say you did. Trust me when I tell you. I say what I mean what I say. If you had said that,
People.
I said sometimes people feel like single parents cannot raise their kids. But listen, you have to be
Well, the boys to be me. Yeah,
mom
she's talking about boys.
and dad. You
Well,
have
you
to
know
be
what?
mom and dad.
They put
Now,
such a
true,
negative.
there's a lot
There's a lot of negativity for single parents, and I'm going to say it
Yeah,
just
can we
like
get
this and use this as the best example.
a
Most of
waffle
the
meal
school
with
shooters have come from
honey
married
bacon and cheese?
couples. They had moms and dads in the house, well-off children. If your kid's not going to do right, they're not going to do right because
Let
they're
me
a
get a
piece of shit.
Dr. Pepper.
Whether you're good parents or not, the apple can determine if it wants to be an apple
Thank
or
you,
an
sir.
orange,
And then when you
okay?
get
It's
a
free will, free
cheeseburger and
choice, and accountability.
no
Everybody
ketchup
blame the
and
parents
mayo.
for everything,
right,
but then when you do everything,
Yeah, what's that
you
little
fail
stuff
them
sauce
because you
y'all
did
got?
everything.
I don't know.
Then when you let them
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
you fail them because you let them go.
Yeah, I
You're
want some of that.
supposed to. You're supposed to instill the values in
Yeah,
them
yeah,
to
right,
trust
with a
that they'll
medium
make the
brown.
right decision. If they don't and they don't choose to, that's their accountability. Love them
Right.
enough to say, son or daughter,
No
I
chicken.
okay.
love
So
you,
you know
but I
what?
got to
I
let you
want to
go.
Oh,
address. Okay, so to Big Bro in the comment, he says y'all gotta talk against the father to your kids. I'm not sure if you meant we gotta stop talking
what's that booty?
against the father to our kids. But
No,
let me
that's
tell
it,
you
sir.
something I learned a long time ago. I learned a long time ago. I do not, and neither have I ever, downgraded
Me either.
my child's father
Me either.
or my kid's father to them because at the end of the
Ever.
day, that is not a child's place for me as the parent to do something like that.
That's right.
Because when that child gets older, all these lies that you telling that kid, when that child gets older, you're gonna be the one that they turn on. Because what they're gonna say is, well, mom, you spoke all this stuff against my dad, and you made it seem like my dad didn't love me. And you made it seem like my dad didn't want to have anything to do with us. And you made it seem like this,
Oh,
that, and other. I'm not one of these wicked sisters
Me
out
either.
here trying to hold on to a man by using my kids as a
that's for
crutch.
bitter women.
I'm
That's
not
for
that
bitter
sister.
women. That's for bitter
Can
And
I
that
say
women,
is
not
something?
women.
that's right. And
Yeah, that's for bitter women do that. Bitter.
that's for that lemon. That's for that sour patch woman right there. That's what I call them. Not the sour patch kid, but the sour patch woman. That's
Can I
for
throw
that
this
bitter
in there?
sour patch woman.
Yeah, know what's up?
Yes.
Can I throw
Getting
this
that
in there,
money,
Miss
but you
Perry?
stay getting that money, boy.
And you know what? This is just my opinion.
Oh,
A
Bria.
lot of kids
Oh,
are
see it.
fatherless
Oh, shit,
because of their
store, right?
mother.
Oh, okay.
A lot of
Well, you know,
kids
the
are
problem
fatherless
is
My
because of their
the
cousin left.
mother.
fathers didn't know the mother
Tell him
didn't
what's
know the
up, man.
father, and they wasn't going to stay together either way. And they were
Can
better apart. And that's the
Yep.
reality of it. More people cause
can I
more
ask a
harm
question, Miss
staying
Perry?
in
I'm
Can
sorry.
I get some
relationships
pepper mayonnaise
that they
too?
shouldn't be in.
Yes. Sure.
Oh, yeah, right,
That's
okay.
very
Go ahead.
true.
Now the men that you had your son around, right? Were they in full relationships? Full relationships? Were they in relationships? Were they with a woman
I'm
for
sorry.
a long period of time?
Yes,
Because a lot.
listen. Let me tell you how long period
The
of
only
time.
reason why I'm
Wait,
asking is because
wait.
a lot
Let
of
me tell you
women
how long
always say
period of.
actions speak louder than words. Correct? Do y'all not say it? A lot of people say actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
That's like me. I can't tell my son how to treat a woman or how to be a man if I'm dogging my wife the whole entire time.
But
If
you can
I'm
be with your
doing
wife
this
for
the whole
30
entire time.
years.
Right.
You can be with your wife
It,
for 30 years and cheat on her for 34. What's your point?
that's not what I'm saying.
I
I'm
want
not saying
to.
I'm not talking about cheating though. I'm not talking about that. All I'm saying is that you have what I was saying was put your boys around. I said the only reason why I said married men was because they can actually see how a man treats his woman if he's doing it the right way. That's why I said that. I should have said just in general a man that's in a relationship because it's almost like how I always use this. I always use this for an example. I If mom tells me, "Hey son, this is how you treat a woman," right? You tell me how to treat a woman, you tell me how to treat a woman, you tell me how to treat a woman, but mom is dating Tyrone. Not saying all Tyrones are bad, but mom is dating the opposite of what you're trying to tell me to teach. You're teaching me.
Okay. So let me say this. Let me address something right quick.
I, and then I'm
One.
after you.
Okay. One foe says not true. Divorce and single parenthood are consequences of generational trauma. Okay. It
It
sounds like
is.
you done been through some trauma, and I'm not sure what your deal is because at
Probably
the
still
end of
going
the
through some
day,
trouble.
yeah, probably still going through some trauma. So what I'm saying is this. I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom. I've always been involved with, even when my oldest two was in school, I was involved in sports. I was involved in cheerleading, football, basketball, anything academic. I was there for my kids. I was a travel nurse driving up and down the highway, made time to come home and cook. I don't care how late it was. Even if I
You
wasn't
said
going to
we
get home
all
before my
are.
kids
No,
got
no, we
home,
all are not.
I would make sure
I ain't
that
going through no
meals were
damn phone.
prepared for my children so that when they got home from school the next day, all they had to do was heat it up. I made sure that my children were properly cared for, loved, taken care of. My kids knew that their mother was at their disposal at all times. Now, can I say this about a lot of single parents? No, I cannot. Can I condemn single parenting? No, I cannot. But let me just throw this in there. Let me throw this in there for all the folks in the comments section who married on paper. Let your
On paper.
husband or wife go out of town for an extended period of time on a job. What does that make you? A single parent at the moment because you're the one that's having to do everything for that child while that other parent is away. That part.
And then let me jump back where he
Our brother
said
Arthur, you got to
about
look quiet
the
down there.
Go ahead.
about
No, I
some
didn't get
I don't
quiet
even remember what
only
it
because
was,
I
but
was
y'all gonna
because
remember when I give my answer. Now I have 4
she
children. My son is the baby. I raised my kids on my own. Okay. Um, because although I had a man, and that's my ex, he's not the father of any of my children. Although I had a man in the home, I still was a single mom. You know why? Because I still was doing everything for them. He did nothing. Okay. But I did take my son and my daughters, and I showed my son how to treat a woman with his sisters. This is what you do. You open her door, you pull out her chair, and they actually went on a sibling date. That was the only way that I could teach them because the man I was with wasn't going to teach it. He wasn't going to do it. But like you said, I do agree with they see. That's fine. But I did make my son do that. Now, my son is grown. My son loves hard, fell in love with his child's mother. I knew she wasn't right for him. I saw how she dogged him. But was I going to get in that? Like Miss Perry said, I'm not getting in that because now you have to learn because I already showed you. The same way you treat a woman is the same respect you're supposed to get from a woman. It
and
don't work
that's why
one
he
way.
needed a man around him to be able to show him that. That's all I'm just
Let,
saying
let,
because if we go
okay,
off the
but let me
stats,
finish. Let me
I'm sorry, I
finish.
thought you was done.
I
I
got
apologize.
I got the guy that I'm with now that I've been with for 6 years treats me beautifully. I wouldn't trade him for the world. Treats me like royalty. Has done it in front of my children every day. Has talked to my son. When them kids get a certain age, it does not matter anymore. It does not matter anymore. They're going to make their own
Facts.
decisions. It has nothing to do with me being a single
That
mom.
real talk.
He's going to do what he wants to do. Because you know what? He was hurt by a woman.
That right.
What he going to do? He's going to
That's a lot of kids.
hurt someone
That's
else.
a lot of kids.
But now he has a girlfriend that's
Facts.
stuck with him through thick and thin. And he loves that girl. He even calls me mom. What can I do for her? We about to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. These are things that he's learning now. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with being a single mom. Because we're going to do the best we can.
But Mr.
That's
Arthur,
what I'm getting. But that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, if you look at the stats, that's what this. Let's just go to the stats. If we go to the data, do you know that 80% of men that are in jail were raised by single men? 70% of men that were that did SA were raised by single women. All I am saying is put your son around a man. That's all that I'm saying.
some
Put
women
him
ain't
around
got a
someone.
See,
man
that's
Put
the
to
him
put
problem.
their
around
son
See,
someone.
let me tell you
around.
something. That's the problem right there. You've been watching too much TV because all this stat stuff does not make you a bad parent, single parent, whatever parent may be.
And
Don't
my
think
house
that.
was never a
Nobody said he was
revolving
a
door
bad
for men.
parent.
I'm not going to have
Nobody
men
said
in
he was a bad
and out
parent.
of my house.
No.
Just so
I'm
my
just
son
saying.
can
You
become a
know,
man.
Nobody said that.
people are always want to use all these stats to compare
But the
single
stats are
parenting
there,
to
though.
those that are married. Here's
No,
the
I'm not
thing.
trying to compare.
To real life, yeah.
No. But who created the stats?
Some women don't have a man to put their child around or a real man
Then why
around to
then why
put their
did you
son.
create then why did you create a child with a man that you can't have him around?
Some things
Wait a second.
happen.
Okay,
Okay,
hold
let
on.
me get
Because
him on
there are
this one.
women out here who created a child with a man who could have died, passed away in the
I'm not talking about
military.
those men. I'm not talking about those men. I'm not
You
talking
just said
about
a
those
Okay,
type
man.
of
but
men.
Arthur, let
But
me
I'm just
explain
saying
something
there's
to
some.
you. Let me explain something. To say it like that is very degrading and belittling.
It's
No
not
one,
degrading.
for the most part, no woman
Yeah,
say, you know
yeah.
what? I'm gonna lay with Ricardo and I'm gonna have a kid so he can leave me. That's not the intention.
Never. Right.
But
Yeah.
men show you who we really are 6 months within a
No,
relationship.
no, 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 no. Okay,
If
so
you
now
get rid
Arthur,
of
I'm
the
gonna get
signs,
you.
if you
I'm gonna
take a
get
look
you
at
on
the
this
No,
one
signs,
no,
because
no,
now
no.
if you look
you're
at the
making an
Nah,
signs,
bro.
excuse. You said men show
Nah,
you
bro.
who they are. If you showed me who I am, you are, then you're not a man. Don't blame me because I thought you were
but
a
you
man
still
and you
still laid
wasn't.
down with me after I showed you I'm no good. You still decide to lay down
Because
with me and
maybe
have
your
a child
seed
with
was
me.
already planted before she realized you was no good. And the baby was already in the process of
Okay.
being
That's a fact.
developed.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is just get your kids around some men, because at the end of the day you're saying like Lady London, and they talk about kings and queens, but we have a lot of jesters out here running around
Okay,
doing dumb stuff.
Well, let
okay.
Arthur let
So Arthur, this is what I'll say to you.
Hey,
Because
hold
you
on, but you
said that a
hold
woman
on, but you
can't,
hold
a
on,
woman,
but you got kids. Hold on. But hey, listen. Just because they raised by men, around men, and seeing men moving correctly, that don't mean they gonna turn out that way. You know
That's right.
how many kids done been raised in a good home, from a good home, church background, all that. Your parent rolled to put them in the best things in school and all that, and still turn out and make some bad
You're still
decisions.
talking about
At the
I
end of the
outliers.
do.
day,
It's
them
not the
kids gonna
majority
Yep.
though. It's not the
them kids.
majority though.
Hold on. At the end of the day, the kids gonna choose. They gonna choose their own path in life, my brother. It don't matter if a
They
man
are.
raised them
But
or a
they have
woman
a
raised them. They
better
gonna at the end
chance
of the day they
though.
make their own
You
decision once they become grown.
but
I
Arthur,
don't
can I
know.
you are
can
I
I
can't
correctly
say
say that.
right,
I
this?
but they
can't say
have a
that.
better
I can't
chance.
say that.
But they have a
I
better
can't say that.
chance. You are
And
correct.
I'm speaking
You
from
are
and
correct.
I'm speaking from hold up, and I'm speaking from a man that was raised by a single woman. You see what I'm saying? I got 4 businesses. I've been with one woman 23 years, so I know how to commit. I'm loyal. I ain't been to prison, chain gang. You see what I'm saying? I'm not on drugs. I don't drink. So yeah, they don't always go that way, my brother. I
Once
see what
again,
you're
we're talking
saying
about
though. You got
Hey,
some
outliers.
people that
Rick.
have been,
Hold on for a second.
yeah, but it don't
Rick.
mean just because you look at a man that you gonna.
Rick. Mike said, "Let him in the box."
What's up? All right,
I,
I'll
hold
I
on.
step
I
just
out
got
want
you,
so
Mike.
someone else can
I
step
got
in.
you.
I'm
Wait
trying
till
to
I
say
drop something
something.
out there. I got you.
I was trying to say
Okay.
something to Arthur Arthur, I came up in a single parent home, and I have folks that always tell me my mama was one of them alpha independent woman, real strong woman. All I ever seen my mom do growing up is work. My mama worked like a dog, and had a lot for herself. And I people will come and tell me, well, if you had, both of your parents, I had people tell me if you had both of your parents in your life, this and then a third. And I have to say I 100% disagree, because when sometimes people come and
Yeah, it don't
tell
matter.
me, well, you didn't have both of your parents in the same house, I'd be like, I would have hate to come up in the same house with my mom and my daddy together. That would have been toxic to me. I would have probably witnessed the most miserable, unhappy marriage, most miserable, toxic relationship. I'm glad that I came up in a single parent household with just my mom, because folks I always think, well, both of the parents need to get together and just stay in the house, and they need to raise the child up together. But think about two
Yeah,
two two
nah.
miserable, unhappy folks in the house together trying to raise a child. You don't know what domestic, but me coming up with that, it's no telling. I wouldn't probably be like I am today if I just didn't have a strong, independent mama and just was coming up with her by myself.
So I have to. I gotta head out. But I'm gonna say this though. But the black community was better off when there was a 2-parent household.
Bullshit.
That's all I'm saying. The black
Bullshit.
community was 10
No,
times
I don't
better
agree
with
with
the
that,
two
bro.
parent
I don't agree
household.
with
The stats say it.
I'm
that.
How
Shit
sorry.
is
don't
that?
matter, man.
I raised
That
a
don't matter, my brother.
daughter
That shit
that
don't
made
matter.
6 figures, owning her own
We're
business
not.
at 21 years old.
I disagree with you, my brother.
Once again, we're
And
talking about outliers. We're talking about outliers. The majority. It's not the majority though.
Where are you
Blue
getting your
Angel, what
stats?
type of business she do?
Where are
All
you
right.
getting your
Peace and
she
stats?
blessings.
is a
Y'all have a
lash
good night.
wholesaler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all have a good night. Peace and blessings. Thank you for having me. I
All
appreciate
right,
it,
Arthur.
You're
and
Well,
I
thank
do
welcome.
love
you.
the conversation. I love the conversation. Hopefully, I'll be allowed back. You know what I mean? I hope I'll be allowed back, and I do love the conversation. I love you, black women. I love you, black family. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Blessings.
All right, Mike. What do you think about that, Mike? Tell us what you think about that.
Where is he getting these stats? That what kind of stats is he talking? What stats are he talking? You know, stats are compiled by educated jerks that ain't lived a day in a life in a black community. Half of them stats are come from some white guy that say, "Oh, let me count how many a ratio of this." That's BS.
Hmm.
When my daughter was born, two
Yeah, that
days
shit. I don't agree with that shit. My
after
mama
my
raised me
daughter
by
was
herself.
born,
That shit don't mean
two
nothing, man.
days after, her mama signed over her rights to me. I raised my daughter.
That shit
My
don't mean
mother
nothing.
and my
Your daddy
mama,
raised you.
before my dad got, before she married my pop, my mama raised me. She taught me a lot of stuff about what a
For
man,
sure. I
even a
agree.
man couldn't show me some of the stuff that my mama showed. So what? And
I'm glad my
he,
daddy went there. I probably wouldn't be the man that I
you
am today if he was there, because he a horrible father. He
know
sucked.
what I'm saying?
He taught me
Cause
how to be a father not being in my life.
my
That what
mama
worked for me,
taught me.
him not being there. He
My
showed me
mama
how
taught
not
me
to do
work.
my kid.
My mama taught me work ethic. She taught me strength. She taught me when ain't nobody else gonna count on you, you count on yourself. My mama taught me everything. She
For
built
sure.
the foundation for the man that you see before. If it wouldn't be for my mama's strength and what she instilled in me, I wouldn't be here. So, and
Facts.
then,
I agree.
and
It has
then,
nothing to do with seeing no man. That shit
and,
ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Straight
and,
up.
and then,
I'm just
and
being
then,
honest.
and I just know, and people kill me when they come on people platforms and all this right here. And
I
the
know it's
first
one
thing they want
sided.
to bring up is stats. What the hell does a
Did
stat?
you see that?
That come from an educated man that ain't never walked in a project, ain't never walked in a black neighborhood. This is where your ratio come from.
Facts.
Who the people that who did you interview with this right here? Because it's a difference between a, a suburban family and a family that come out the project. It's different.
You go
I
in
gotta.
most suburban black community, yeah, there are two parents. But when you in the hood, 90% of them, you're gonna see that they come from strong black women
But you
that
know, like what he was saying.
teach their kid
Hold up,
everything that she knows.
Mr. Yeah,
So
you
what he
go
was
ahead, Mister.
saying when he kept saying everything about, oh, the couple has to be together. My daughter was born in South Dakota. So I literally was like the black sheep. It was two other black people there. It was three of us. Okay. The whole town, three black people. When I tell you everything they talk about black people, like high crime rate, this, theft, DUI, all of those things, we're all white people. I watched more kids come out of homes with both parents that was more dysfunctional,
Somebody got an
toxic,
echo.
emotionally
It
detached
ain't me.
than
I done
anything.
already muted myself
Mike,
so
Dang.
I
mute your
can
mic.
see.
Mike, see if it's your mic. I got echo. Might be Mike.
Y'all always pinpoint.
Yeah, it was Mike.
Ah,
So, and
it's you,
he's in
Mike.
York right
It's
now.
you.
So right now I'm in Lancaster. I'm exactly 17 miles away from where he's at. And every time York comes on the news, somebody's dying. So his little theory of what he's saying doesn't hold any weight because it was
Yeah,
still
no.
incorrect on what he was saying. The
Yeah,
reality
that.
is, if you don't control the household that you live in, you can't go try and fix it through somebody else's household. If your kid
Exactly.
can only feel validated in the presence of someone else, but not in the presence of you, that
Right.
parent that's there, they're already destroyed.
Facts.
Because
For
that
sure.
love they want that needs to come from us who's there. The parent that wants to be there is the best thing that can be there for any kid. To have two parents in a home and no one show that kid love, they make that child feel like they're the middle and the extra. And that's when we're destroying them. I'd rather every kid come from a single parent home where they're loved,
Yeah.
valued,
Yep.
and they see their
Because you
worth and have expectations.
exactly, and the thing about that is, as you get older, you figure the rest of this stuff out. See what I'm saying? I figured everything else out myself. My mama gave me what I needed as a single mother, and everything
Yep.
else because I changed my mindset. I learned it on my own. See what I'm saying? It's okay to have to learn things. That's really the best way to do it. Life is the best experience. You rather go through
Yeah.
stuff sometimes. You do it this way, it don't work out. Don't do that. No, we ain't gonna do that no more. Let's try this right here because that ain't working. So you just learn along the way. It ain't saying that. Oh, if my daddy were there, I'd probably be a way better man than just my mama raised me by herself. That ain't goddamn. That ain't true. I'm standing on that. That shit false. There's false information. I'm sorry.
Somebody in
Right.
the
Hell
comments,
no.
somebody in the comments just at me and say Lady London married or single. Mm. Somebody just add me in the comments, say Lady London married or single. It depends. It depends on if you got what I have interest in.
Not what I got.
Uh-oh.
I
You
got
crazy.
3 topics I want to share with y'all, and 2 of them is juicy. Okay,
I'm on for 10 o'clock. I'm gone at 10. We gone at 10. Let's
I'm
go and get
I'm
you
gonna
started.
start with the one that's a little less juicy. Now on my For You page, I'm gonna say the juicy one for a little bit later on. Say the best for the last. But on my timeline, on my For You page, I don't know why this stuff popping up on my For You page, but I've been seeing like videos of women basically talking about they been making a whole bunch of money just doing little silly stuff. Like one girl said she got a hotel room and she been talking to men on the phone and they'll pay her hundreds of dollars just to say like a little phrase. They want to hear her say something. Then I seen another a lady on the page talking
Look at
about the
Mike
same
rubbing the
thing,
head.
basically co-signing it. And I want to just really tell women, it just look like it's some I know I can't say the word on here, but just seeing some women just, yeah, Ray, yabba dabba do, yeah. You seen that, Miss Perry?
I
If
don't
it
know what the
sounds too
word
good
going
to
on.
be true,
Listen, let
then
me.
that's what
Oh.
it is.
I,
If you got to get a
I want
hotel
to say
room,
this.
if you got to get a hotel room to talk on the phone and just say a phrase to someone, that first of all, that makes no sense. You can say the phrase on the phone, in the car, in
At
the
your
trunk,
house.
in the cabinet,
Exactly.
wherever
Mm.
you're at. So that makes no sense. Now, if she's
Or
escorting and
better
that's her
yet,
code
tell you
word
what you
for it,
do.
so be it.
Better yet, what you do, get you a lemonade stand and sit out there on the street. At least you'll be safe of making your money the right way.
I
I'm
wanted to
lost. I
it
ain't
just
seen
it just
Yeah,
relates
me too.
to it
That's
just
fact. That
relates to a
bull
lot of
cap.
these women, like, when these women be coming to you talking about some, oh girl, I got a sugar daddy, he spend this and that on me, and I don't give him nothing. Some
Oh,
people just be lying straight through their teeth, or whatever. You best believe if a man is giving you hundreds and thousands of dollars,
You're a
eventually he gonna
prostitute.
want something for it. Are you doing something for it? And these women that get on the internet and lie, and young girls will look at it, and you got grown women that'll sit up and believe it. Ain't no man giving you no thousands or hundreds of dollars just
can
and don't want nothing at all from you.
can I
Well,
speak
but
the
okay,
truth here?
so
Pat, don't pass judgment on me though. Please don't listen, cause I clap back. No, I want to. If anybody has seen that, because I haven't, and if it has anything to do with a sugar
Yeah,
daddy,
Mike.
um, let me tell you something. I'm 45. My baby daddy is 72. They ain't doing nothing for free.
Thank you, somebody. Come on.
They ain't doing nothing for free. I was 20 years old when I met him. He was 40s, 50s, something like that. He didn't look his age. Yeah, he was doing everything for me. And at that age, I didn't know what to do with all that money. He was paying all my bills. At that time, I was on Section 8. He didn't know he was still paying full rent. I was getting the money. But you know what my mama told me? That man is not finna keep giving you his money and you not giving him nothing. And guess what happened? The first time I laid down with that man, I got pregnant. So don't get on here on this internet trying to cap and say you're not doing nothing for that money, because you
Yeah,
definitely
that
are.
real.
I will say you are, because I got God.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed, y'all. These young women out here, y'all can sit up and look at that stuff on the internet and think it's true. And these girls sitting up there, it's just like they doing it to lure women
they're
in, women
recruiting.
that's not
They're
Yeah.
even.
recruiting.
It's
And
it's a recruitment.
y'all need to be careful, because you know what I'm saying. I don't know what different words we can say on here, but you don't want to get in a position where you come into a hotel room and you trying to do something and somebody done ran off with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ever met no man that just finna give up all his money. These men today, they feel like just because they buy you a kids meal, some McDonald's, then they want something off of that. These men today are
And
very
here's the
stingy.
thing. Here's the thing. It's not just men. It's women that's doing
Women
that
are just
as
as
well.
trifling. They're just
Yeah,
as trifling.
because listen,
Women are doing it more
this is
because they
what
can cover
happened
up.
to this is what happened to a student. She was on social media, and the guy started following her. Asked her, did she have a sugar daddy? He said, I'll put $2,500 into your account each
All
week.
right, Derek.
So she gave him her account number. When she deposited her student loan check into that account, she was broke because he took every dime of it.
Because it does a
Wasn't
reversal.
anything that she It wasn't anything that she could do,
Who said
wasn't
that, Derek?
anything the authorities could do, not even the bank, because she gave him access to her account. So again, the next one was a female. She sent information to another female. Oh, do you believe? Are you a sugar mama, something like that? That
Sugar
she
baby.
said.
Sugar
But
baby.
yeah, sugar baby. Are you a sugar baby? So it's not just men out here doing these things. There are women out here doing these things. It's not just men out here that are picking up these little cupcakes.
Yep, you got the
They have
female
women.
pimps. Female
Yeah,
pimps.
they
Yeah.
have the female pimps out here that's doing these things. So I mean, come on, let's get real now.
I
That's
watch
what we
all
are all
of
about. Yeah, real
Well,
talk.
what
Listen.
they do is
This is
the
what this
reason
is
they
all
start
about.
watching they watch all of the videos, they target the weak mind one. And I'm not insulting anyone, but they listen to how easy
Right.
they're taken in by things, and those are their targets. Oh, I can entice her by, oh, he's going to give me a Louis. He's going to put this in my deal. He's going to put this on your Cash App. Well, if you don't recognize game, if they met you on here and they're transferring you to something else, you already got
Can't be
played.
green. Can't be green out
Yep.
here, boy. I'm telling you.
I
You know, the
And they
want
girls
know
will
the
throw
strong,
you a
like you
I
guidance.
said, they
want
know
I, I want
the
to
strong
bring
ain't gonna bite. You ain't gonna
I
bite. If you're a
want to
strong woman, you ain't
bring
even you definitely ain't gonna look at that.
I want to bring my godmother on here for this conversation. I really do. But I don't know if she'll do it. My godmother is the queen of pimp cups. So she's been around all pimps, all players. She knows the game. Okay?
Ooh, they'll be so
And she
She
could
make
interesting.
them
really
cups, yeah, them
enlighten.
special cups.
She could really
Done one,
enlighten.
Bishop done one.
That's what they all
Yeah.
are coming to the event. So I've been around all
Yeah,
the pimps. I've been around all the players. I know the game. And trust me when I
yeah.
say they go for the most vulnerable. Them girls that walk down the street crying all the time. Come here, let me talk to you. I could get my
That's
guy.
right.
Y'all think
WhatsApp.
I'm my yeah? WhatsApp, Tinder, all of that. She could tell you. Them men is they want something, and it's a lot of women, but they call them madams. They're called madams. They will
Right.
get you. They will get you. Let
All
me
I'm
see if
saying
she'll
to the
come
That
young
on.
women
real.
out there is be careful. Um,
What's the
be
other topic,
careful.
London? What's the other topic
The
you talking
second
about?
topic
What's
that
the
was
other one?
real juicy is an old video that I had seen on here. And okay, this man's girlfriend came to his job, and I got to have a leeway on this. This man girlfriend came to his job and they were arguing because she had made an OnlyFans page when he told her that he didn't agree with it. And her response to him was, well, are you going to pay my bills? You want to end a relationship because I made an OnlyFans page, but are you going to help me pay my bills? Are you going to pay my bills? And
Uh
their
oh.
relationship
Oh
ended.
Lord.
That was real juicy. And I commented on it
Uh
back
oh.
then when I saw it, and I said, you know what?
Might put his hat on.
That's supposed to be her man. And like I said, I told myself, I said, she crazy because if these bills need to be paid, that's my first priority. It's not my relationship is not my first priority when you ain't helping me do nothing. When these bills got to get paid, I said she a fool sitting up going to his job, sitting up arguing with him, honey. When bills got to be paid and priorities got to be taken care of, and the relationship ain't helping it fix, his feelings would have been the last thing on my mind. I wouldn't even went to his job and
But
said nothing.
Miss London,
Mike, what you got to say about that?
any man that's okay with his lady being on OnlyFans, prostituting herself to make money while he's her man and she's working and he's working, that's not a man.
I ain't
Not
Yeah,
say he
exactly.
had to
Yeah,
be.
hell no. I
Hold
don't even
on,
put my
hold
wife.
on, hold on. Let me throw this in. I didn't say he had to be okay with it. What I said was when these bills need to be paid and this priorities on the line, and you supposed to be my man, and you ain't helping me do nothing. Your feelings and how you feel about something will be on the last thing on my mind. He could not feel okay with it, but
No,
if
no,
you
no.
want to
I
be
get
my
that, but
man,
what I'm saying is, as your man, he's supposed to get up there and hustle, not
right.
let you do
Well, he
that.
wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that. So she had to turn to a second option. I said, honey, London wouldn't have went to his job and said nothing. London just would have been getting my money. Because me having a roof over my head is more important than you talking about you my man and you can't help me do nothing. And you think I'm a suffer because of how you feel about something.
No, I
Yeah,
understand that. I just
that's a
Mike?
hell nah.
what?
The relationship
Mike?
just be over with though, especially if he. I
It
don't.
was.
That's like
Hell
I
to
said.
the no.
She said she
Mm-mm.
first thing on TikTok
No.
with it later to
Hell to the
the
no,
nail
no,
I,
went
no.
to
I
a
guess,
judge and
Mm-mm.
judge
I
No.
snapped
guess,
on him because he like, I
First
I
of
only
think
all,
it's
paying
too easy for
first of
ladies
to pay
all,
the
to
bill.
exploit
And so he said, "You
themselves
ain't helping me pay the bill,
to
so I
get
did
what
what I had
they
to do
need,
to get the bill paid."
but then you have lifetime regrets from getting what you need. OnlyFans, even once that's long and
So he
gone,
left her
those
had to
videos
put
are
her in
going
a
to still
position to
be
have to
out
do
there
some
and
shit like that.
everything else.
You know what I'm
And a
saying?
lot
They
of the
got the
time,
bill. Say the bill
it's
had to be prepaid.
she's home for being with it.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
mm-mm.
I'm talking to
Y'all,
my wife, y'all. They go to Miss
Okay, I
Man, let him
can't
make the
speak
cup.
real loud, but this is Debbie the glass lady. This is my mother and mama.
Hello, Miss Debbie.
Hey, how you
So
doing, Miss Debbie?
so they
Yeah.
were
Hello.
saying about the sugar daddy thing.
She made them cups like little jug, them cups they be
A
making
sugar
in the
daddy can
videos. Them
3
famous
or
people
4
Snoop
different
Dogg with the
things.
diamonds on it. She make them.
Sugar daddies get predators. Predators. Okay? Sugar daddies act like they are real expensive and they buy you things. And as soon as they get through buying you things, they expect something from you. You're not going to get all their money.
Yeah.
They are prepping you a lot of times for you to reciprocate. Look what I just bought you. Look at the house that I just bought you. It's a mind controlling thing. You think that you're getting something for
Mm-hmm.
nothing, you're giving it away for free, or you gonna give it away to somebody that's gonna pay you, and he's gonna be expecting the money. Then that's what y'all doing these days. Back in my day, sugar daddy was a real thing. You had a sugar daddy, he did not ask you for nothing. You didn't get it. He might sit 2 weeks to a month. I
She from
know because I
Chicago.
had 3 of them. And they
God damn.
enjoyed giving you money and they enjoyed making you happy. It all depends on how you play it. But you have to be a lady. You have to be a lady. You're not a lady, you ain't gonna make it. You're a slut, they're gonna treat you like a slut. You a hoe, you're gonna be treated like a hoe.
Yeah, right.
But if you carry
Mm-hmm.
yourself in a certain manner, you're gonna get paid. Or either y'all gonna make a situation together where
Yeah,
both of you will get paid. And sex is not
you
even
might put it like
involved. It's a mind thing. It's a game. It
that.
is a game, but it's a
Hey,
mind thing.
yeah,
Priority,
yeah.
how you carry
If it's too
yourself.
smart as hell.
You gonna
Yes,
get paid. You
ma'am.
gonna
Will
pay
Smith.
by the weight. You gonna pay by
Yes,
the
ma'am.
weight that you carry. Okay. Sometimes I wish, you know what? I had so many boyfriends. I wish I could give them some.
Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
I wish I could give them some, but I couldn't. That wasn't that wasn't part of the game. I just wanted some money. That's all I wanted. And they wanted candy because I was real cute. I was so cute. They just wanted eye candy. They just wanted somebody on their arm. Then they just wanted somebody that was respectful, that can go to a picnic, to a concert, and go to a office dinner. All around girl, all around woman that could do something instead of shake that butt. Real men
Yeah,
are
right.
not fascinated by twerkers.
Respect that. Yep.
For real,
Men
y'all
only
thinking
respect the
No,
one that don't
ma'am.
give it up and put it out there like
You
that.
my wife. Yeah.
when you
That's
put
good.
it out there like that,
That's real talk,
you're
man.
disrespecting yourself and disrespecting him if he accepts it.
Yep.
Real men don't do that.
Exactly. Facts.
Well, I'm so
On
glad that
on
you
all on the
guys
internet
agree
twerking.
with
Don't
me.
nobody want that. Man,
And some of you girls
thank you
just
for
want
blessing
to
our
twerk.
lives, man. I
Y'all just
appreciate
want
that,
to
man.
twerk. Just want to be, just want to be used. Girl, they know the difference.
Me.
Well, what you say?
Thank you.
Didn't she just tell y'all the game ain't to be sold, it's to be
She
told?
is absolutely,
Yeah, man.
she is so beautiful. She is
Thank
so
you.
beautiful.
Yes.
Hey,
I
man.
That's
told
my
you.
Hey, I
godmom.
appreciate
That's
that right now, man. For real.
that's
Yeah,
that's
I appreciate
Bishop
that.
Don
I
Juan's
like that.
best friend.
that's game right there. It's not to be
But see,
sold. That's to
that's
be
that
told.
wisdom that we
Teach
speak
to
of
the
that we
all.
lack.
She knows something though. You know what I'm saying? That's where that wisdom come from, the older people, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's who you talk to. You want some
Those
knowledge.
are the big
Get
mamas that can tell
yeah.
you
Yeah.
something, teach you
A
something.
word,
Get you
Those
the
Lola.
are the
A
game,
big
bro.
mamas,
word.
not the 34-year-olds that decided I wanted to be grown playhouse and now
Yeah.
they great grandma. That is not big
Exactly. Ain't
mamas.
lived long enough. Ain't been through nothing. So you can't tell
That's
nobody how they
right.
go
Uh-uh.
through something you ain't been through nothing. She
Yeah.
told the
That's
truth.
right.
Fact.
She
I
told the
appreciate
truth.
that.
But
I
she, you
appreciate
know,
that.
Yeah.
She had me
she's
over
the
there
queen.
cracking up.
She's been
It's funny,
around
but
the
it's the truth.
pimps. She's been around the players. She's been around the Max. She's been around
Yeah.
the, she's
I
been
tell you how she
around
talk.
all of these people. And I get a lot of knowledge from her, you know. a lot of knowledge from her. So this is why when people be like, oh, you are, because I be at these events, that's my mother. I'm going to be at these events, you know. So if y'all see me on YouTube at any other players' balls, don't be shocked, okay? But I love her to death. She's very
Yeah, that
wise.
was
As
I
you
something
done
though.
been
should.
to two. I
As
done
you
been to
should.
two of them. Hey, don't be looking at me like that, Miss Miss
I'm
Ted.
trying to figure out
Don't
where
be
you
looking at
going,
me
Mike.
like that. Don't be looking at me
Mike said
like
he'd
that.
have been to 2 of them.
Like crazy.
Mike, you was at 2 of them?
Oh, you done been to two
So
of them.
yeah.
You know what he said? I ain't hear what he said. Mike echo a little bit, Mike. I didn't hear what you said.
Boy, look at here. But hey, Miss Perry, don't be looking at me like that. I ain't always been the nice guy I am today. I had to learn this game.
No, Mike. Not
Oh,
player
I had to
ball.
Mike, I
learn this
thought you
game.
looked familiar.
Not Mike done been to a player ball. Oh, Mike need to pull up.
Oh,
Somebody
I
said,
got to
oh,
go look
Mike
at
need
the
to pull
old
up.
videos.
Mike, it's heritage. Oh, Mike said he been to a player ball. Okay then, Mike.
Okay.
I'm getting off at 10, y'all. I got a couple more minutes, man.
Well,
Jumping
it's
off
only
here by
All right.
10.
8:26 here. No, I'm just
Mike,
playing.
you a fool, man.
Honey, that was a word.
Oh, for real? Oh, no, it's not.
I
Yeah, it's
ain't give out no
9:46 over here.
Yeah, I
I
know.
Mike,
ain't
you
give out no
echoing too,
money. I
Mike.
gave out game. I ain't give out no money. I gave out game. That's
Not the
That's
game.
right.
one thing I did have. I got that talk game for him though. I got a talk game after work.
Not the talk game. Mike a fool, man.
Who? Shoot. If I was to go back to the boy, look at here. My cash out be blowed up every day. I don't play like that. But I'm the good guy now.
Sure, my cash
I'm
app
the
will be
good guy.
blown up.
Mike, you better not have
So,
Yeah,
been
no,
looking
they
at my
laughing at
mama.
Mike. Look at
hey,
Big Bro said old school. Called him old school. Old school
I
on the
got
game
I
hey,
though.
got I got I got a third topic, but it really ain't juicy like the other two
Mike, mute your
was.
mic, Mike. We ain't talking, Mike. You echoing like crazy, Mike.
I'm finna get out, bro. 'Cause my
Okay,
phone about to die.
okay, bro.
I
My
love
dog,
Okay,
all
man.
y'all.
Peace
Yvette.
and blessings to
Bye,
you, man.
Mr. Mike.
Peace and blessings to you, my brother.
Bye, Mike.
Mike a fool,
Bye.
bro. That damn Mike. That damn flying right there. My dog right there, though. Oh, Mike said back in the day, cash out would have been jumping. Hell nah.
You
What's
know,
the
the
last
sad
one?
part is today, you look, when you're on TikTok, you're watching all of these girls act like they're getting them these men for money. But then if you go through their feed and you look at some of their videos, you'll see, no, he lived with me. He lived off with me. How was you talking about you running game, you making money? But it's like they take on grown kids. Because
Yeah,
I can tell you now, at no point in my life can a man live off of me.
And
At
you know
any
no,
what,
that's
point.
sure.
ladies?
For sure.
You got women that'll sit up and talk about other women, for not having different things, or talk about other women, call another woman broke, talking about she ain't got this and got that. But y'all will take a broke dude in and take care of him. That's one thing I don't understand. I watch some women sit up and talk bad on another woman because she ain't got this and she ain't that quick to call broke be this, broke be that. But y'all will take a broke man just because he look good, or just because he's sexy or he cute, or you just don't want to be alone and take him in and take care of him. You accept a broke man, but talk down on another woman who don't have what you have. Ain't got it like that.
No, what that other woman have is her
Yeah.
damn sense.
Big Bro said, won't they do it? Won't they do it?
Right.
Yeah, they'll do it.
She
And
got
they
her
do it
scent.
all the time. But here's the thing. The reality is we have so many broken women and equally as many broken men. And I'll tell any man that's in my life, that's in my circle, I am not responsible for your insecurity or inadequacy. I am not responsible for your shortcomings. I am not responsible for what your daddy didn't do and your mama
Fact.
couldn't do.
Yes,
I am not responsible. I don't take ownership of it, nor do I accept it. I don't want to build a bear.
exactly.
So I don't want to build a man. When you are a
Fact.
man, then you can speak to a woman, but don't come in
Yeah.
my life with it because I'm not accepting it. And that's
Thank you.
just it.
I agree with you
Yeah.
100%.
Hey,
100%. Oh
April.
God, you
And
just spoke.
and,
Hey,
and I
everybody.
will
You
say this.
preaching now.
Let me say this. One of the problems that I see too, especially among some women, we're supposed to build each other up and not tear each other down. And I see so many women tearing each other down, mostly due to some form of jealousy, due to some form of
Comparison.
low self-esteem. I'm gonna tell you
Comparison,
something. I
comparison,
saw today.
comparison too.
Yes, but I'm gonna tell y'all something I saw today.
Comparison.
I was scamming through TikTok. I was scamming through TikTok, but I will not I will not divulge which live it was. And I saw something on there that broke my heart. When I say I have a big heart, I have a big heart. And I could not even speak after seeing this individual on that live. All I could do was pray because we don't know what a person is going through. Single mom, single dad, we just don't know. But I saw this today. And when I tell you, you don't know, you cannot judge a book by the cover, you better open it up and read the content. It took me somewhere. It took me somewhere today.
Yeah, they're real.
And when I tell you, I called Rick after I saw this. I could not, I couldn't, it was almost like it took my breath away. I had been talking to this individual, but when I tell you my whole perspective changed because my heart was so full of tears, I couldn't breathe. I don't ever want to see on this live a woman ever tearing another woman down. And for us older women that's on here, we need to be lifting up these younger women that's on here. And for the younger women that's on here, listen and learn. That's not to say that you're not
Right, Queen.
wise. That's not to say that you don't know, because we can all learn something from each other. But what I saw today on TikTok, and I'm not going to divulge it, when I tell you I shedded tears today. We don't know. See, just when we think we are going through something, there's somebody else out
Man,
there a
what?
whole lot worse off than we are. So when we are so quick to judge somebody, see, we can't judge anybody because we're going to be judged. And when I saw this today, and I saw the depression and the oppression, I had to examine me. And I had to thank God for being who I am and the strength that He gives me to love everybody on here, even the ones who want to attack me because they say that I'm too loud when I'm on live, because I'm being straightforward when I'm on live. I am who I am. Love me, like me, leave me. I don't care either way. I've been the same way since I got on live. That's not going to change. It took me, when I say it took me there to see this individual. And when I tell you, I laid across my bed and I had to go in prayer I had to go in secret, in my secret place, and I had to go in prayer for this individual because I could not believe what I saw. So, Big Bruh says, I hope people don't start bringing drama to
It's already
TikTok.
on here.
I
It's
enjoy
already on here,
TikTok.
Miss
my bro.
This
April.
person, see, here's the thing. She didn't bring she didn't bring drama. Let me clear that up. She
She
did
ain't even
not
talking about no drama. Yeah, she's not talking about no
bring
drama.
drama.
She's not talking
She
about
just
that.
so happened to be. Yeah, she didn't bring it wasn't any drama. It wasn't any drama. The
Yeah, that ain't what she
individual
talking
just
about.
so happened to be on TikTok. She wasn't saying anything or anything like that. It was just what was going on in her
She just saying what
surroundings
she
at
going through.
home
What she going
while
through.
she was on,
Yeah, what she going
yeah,
through.
on TikTok and what she's going through. No, you're fine. You're fine, big bro. You good. But
Miss
what I'm
April.
saying is, y'all, Miss Perry has a big heart, and her heart is so tender, and she loves everybody. Everybody. The person that you see on TikTok, she's not fake. This is who I am. This is me. This is me. I don't like it when I see in the comment section, if I see somebody attacking somebody on here, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm going to bounce you up out of here because that's not what we're here
Yeah, we ain't
for.
doing that.
But I will say
Yeah, we
this
ain't doing that.
because there is a song. There is a song.
Don't take us
There
out
is
of
a
here then.
song.
Take us out of here, Miss.
There is
Miss
a
April
song.
was trying to say something too. She been trying to get it out for the last few minutes. She
Who?
just clicked
Oh
on
man,
you.
April, go ahead, man. April, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, folks.
So I always get caught up. I say I'm gonna jump in and jump out and go on my business, but I always get. I've been going to take my shower for the last hour, but I got caught up. Listen, I've listened, and the conversation has been beautiful, even when there was moments where we agreed to disagree.
Yeah,
What I will not do, and I have cleared my social media of anything that in any way may be depressing to me, that may be upsetting to me, if it does
yeah.
not entertain me, inspire me, or educate me, it's not on my timeline. I don't entertain it. What I will not do as a Black woman, I'm not going to compete with you. I'll collaborate with you, and I will share with you if I know it.
Appreciate that, man.
I'm
Yvette.
going to share, and I can share it with you, and you want to receive it, I'm going to give it to you. It's
Yeah,
not mine to keep. It was given to me, not to hold. It was given to me to share. And that's what we should all do. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I know that we do in this space. And we have to keep doing that. For one of the issues, I'm going to say this last thing and I'm going to go on.
you good. You
What is
good. Take
a
your time. Take
huge
your time, sister. You ain't no rush. Go ahead. Take your time.
what is a huge misrepresentation of Black women is not what we have here, but what is portrayed on reality TV, which is so unrealistic. And a lot of the trauma and the issues that people, especially our young women, are dealing with is that they're trying to perpetrate the falsehood that they see. These people are not living that way, sweetheart. Like you said, you can't get something for nothing. You cute. You're beautiful.
Yeah.
He ain't giving you something for nothing.
Yep.
I'm not going to curse you. I'm not going to fight you. What I have learned is sometimes the best response is no response at all. You're not more than anything. So, Black women, let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep sharing how we share. Let's keep loving how we love and just keep passing that on. Thank y'all. This has been beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You welcome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for blessing our lives with your presence. We appreciate you.
Yeah. I always tell our women, especially women of color, and I speak for Black women more so than anything. If Beyonce, who's considered Queen Bee, can get cheated on, Halle Berry, who's considered the world's most beautiful, can get cheated on, Cardi B, who's have all of these multi-million-dollar albums, can get cheated on. Don't think any of us can't get cheated on. But one thing about all of those ladies, regardless of getting cheated on, they didn't lose their value. Your value is not placed in another man. You
Peace,
hold your
Pat. Good night.
value, you determine your value, and you appreciate your value, not a man. He can only
Mm-hmm.
depreciate you. Your value has to be within you, and I stand on that.
I wanna
Thanks.
say something else to you ladies too before we go to the women. I want to say something to y'all. When you love a man, you got to love a man from the top to the bottom. You can't love a man from the bottom to the top. And I know that today, what I mean when I say that is, I know that today you got a lot of women that are just very sexual, and we see a lot of these stars like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and it's just become the thing to be so seductive and just extremely. And the thing about it is a lot of women try to pull in and lure a man by speaking on what they can do in the bedroom or trying to start from the bottom and then want to work their way up to the top with a man. When you start off from the bottom and try to work your way to the top, you done tried to get him in a lustful way first, and after you done tried to get him in that lustful way, then you try to go after his heart, and it don't work like that. Any whatever way you are in the bedroom, I feel like that should also always be private about a woman. However you are in the bedroom, keep that private. Then when you get that man, when he become your
Mm-hmm.
husband or whatever, then you lay it on him. Then you expose him. If you got a beast up, if you a beast in the bed, honey, he won't know it until you finally get him. All these women trying to be sexual, overly sexual, just to lure a man in. All you doing is you got that man third leg thinking, but he ain't thinking up here and he ain't thinking right here in his heart.
Because he don't
I
have
just
to.
I just don't work like that. I always remember you can't love a man from the bottom to the top. You got to go from the top
That
to the bottom,
mind,
just like that.
that heart, that soul.
Yeah, he
And,
don't he
and
That
don't
and
need
real
females
to
right
got to
there.
know.
remember,
That real. Real.
females have to
Real
remember,
talk.
you stimulate a man's mind and then his body quiver, not your body, because men are visual. Men are visual. What sex means to a
Big bro
man
say he
doesn't
like
mean
this.
nothing to a woman. So you can please him and he won't think nothing of you. You his jump off until he can get you because you're convenient, but he'll never respect you and you'll never be his
Never,
number one. And the problem is
never.
we got to stop listening to Cardi, who has a husband, Beyonce, who got church girl that sound like sin, but
I
she
appreciate
has
that
her
follow, big
husband.
bro. I see you.
So we got to stop listening to these artists telling us what to do while they have a man. They have a
Honey,
husband. They have a
Right.
bankroll. They have
Facts.
a retirement.
and most of the
So we
time
got to
it's
lose the
because of their
poverty
money.
mentality.
It's because of
I'm
their
It's
sorry.
money.
image
Because
and
if they
perception.
if they
It's a facade.
if
It's
them
a face
women
to an odd.
if them women did not have the money they have today, like if Cardi B wasn't famous, not trying to speak on nobody, put nobody down. If Cardi B was not famous, some of them women were not celebrities when probably didn't have that money, and they were just regular girls. Most of them wouldn't probably even be married today because of how they carry themselves, if they still were to carry
Right.
themselves like that. But
Them
honey, I'm gonna tell
facts.
you
Them
this.
facts. That ain't speaking
I
down. Them
I
facts. The truth is the truth.
I
If
could be
one of the city
Trina.
girls can fall in love, then what that tell you? They ain't really a city girl.
Honey, I could
Yeah,
tell you.
for sure.
I could be Trina.
Good
You
night. Good
won't
night,
never
Karen.
know. You won't never know until you lock it down. You won't never know.
Facts.
Keep all that to
You say
yourself, and
facts.
then when you get with them, then that's when you release it on them.
Well, here's the reason a woman's supposed to keep her intimate relationship intimate, because that's why it's called intimacy. The minute you start talking about what you can do and what your man do, you just gave other women an invitation to test and see what they can
You
do
have to get
and
it.
how
You
they
have
can
to get
have them.
it.
That comes with maturity. If you
Check
think
it.
my man's nothing, you best believe
Jamie, what
he's
you mean?
nothing.
Jamie Hyde. Chick. You said chick something. I'm trying to see
Ooh,
what
you
you're
spoke
saying.
a word right
I don't know
there.
what you're saying, Jamie. You said chick something. Yeah, that deep.
What's that?
Anything else for me, Perry, take us out of here. Anybody else got anything else? Miss Angel, you
Anybody?
got something? I'm just making Yeah, I'm just making sure we all good, man. For real, we're gonna get it all out before we get out of here. I ain't in no hurry. If y'all got
Honey,
some more, y'all got
what
something
I
else to say,
got
go
is a
ahead.
headache.
No, I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta go help her make these
Not the
cups because
headache.
she yelling.
Okay. Uh, okay.
All
All
right,
right.
y'all.
Peace and blessings to you, man. Thank you for coming through, blessing the line, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
All
Miss
right,
Perry, you
thank
gonna take us
y'all.
out of there? We
Oh,
gonna wait on Sister Perry.
to Jesus I surrender all. To him I freely give. I will ever love and trust him in his presence daily live. Oh, to Jesus I surrender humbly at his feet I bow. Worldly pleasures all forsaken. Take me, Jesus, take me now. I surrender all. Oh, I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. I surrender all. Oh, I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, Miss
Mm.
Appreciate that, Miss
Yes,
Perry.
thank you.
Appreciate you, Miss Perry.
Perry.
Halle
I just
Perry.
jumped back on to say real quick. My mama talking about some give Mike her number. Get her fast butt on.
Hey,
Uh uh
She in there. She said, "Is
hey,
that man?"
make sure
Mike
you
single now.
DM
Mike
Rick
single.
so that and look so that he can hook
Yeah.
that up, girl.
And she said, "He's
Yeah.
very
Mike single.
handsome." I
Mike
said,
single now.
"Okay."
Mike single now. He looking. He looking too.
That's
My
what
brother
she
be done.
just said. She
My
said,
my
"Is he
brother be done
single?"
flew to Chicago. He'll be done flew to Chicago
She
now.
said,
Don't
"Is
play
he
with Mike.
single?" Oh
Baby.
gosh,
Man,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
I'm,
so
I'm gonna tell
embarrassed.
him too. I'm finna holler at him. I'm finna holler at him when I get off here. That's my brother right now, man. Mike good dude though. Mike good people for real though.
Listen,
I
thank
like this.
all
Hey,
of
look at
you
God.
so much.
But come on through.
Thank all of you so much from the depths of our souls for coming on
To think,
here. And, sorry, I got a little emotional, but that's real.
no, and I appreciate
And
your
we love
emotion because as
and
Black
we
women, we
love
need
you
to see
guys.
that side of us to show
Yes.
that we're not cold,
Um
we're not hard, we have emotions, and I respect that.
and we love you so much. I can't tell Rick and Victoria, and I say Victoria, even though this is not her live, but this is her husband, and she'll allow her husband to have me as his co-host, and that's what you call real woman respect.
Right.
And so I thank her
For
for
sure.
allowing Rick to have me as his co-host, and I thank all of you in the comment section for just loving on us day to day. You know, we can't do any of this without him, without God first. And we just thank you all so much. We thank you all for the respect that you all give us, and we try to give you all. Um, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that you all do here, because there are so many people that is watching, that's in the comment section all over, that's going through a lot of what we talk about here from day to day. And we're actually here in the mornings as well. And so, you know, my job that I pray and ask God for is to keep me humble, to continue to use me to be a vessel in his vineyard. And if I can bless somebody, then my living will not be in vain.
Amen.
So I
Amen.
just ask that, you know, we all keep
There go
each
my
other
brother.
lifted and keep each other
Mike,
encouraged.
Mike.
And we just gonna pray and we're gonna pray for God to love on Mike, and Mike gonna make that love
Yeah, for
connection
sure.
with Blue Angel's
Hey,
mama.
Mike,
Miss,
turn your camera on, Mike. Turn your camera on right quick, Mike. Turn your camera on. You came back right in time.
hold
Come here.
on.
Come here,
Hold
Mike.
on.
Come here, Mike.
Let,
Turn your camera on, Mike. Turn your
put
camera
your
on.
glasses on.
Hey,
Put,
so she said
Where they at?
her mama want your phone number, Mike.
There
Right there.
he is. Where
Right
my
there.
glasses?
Hold
hold on.
on,
She got to
Mike.
get her
Hold on.
glasses.
No, don't fall over now. Get up. Get up. Ain't no falling over now. Get up. Get up. Get up,
That's
Mike.
him. That's
Oh yeah, he's handsome. Take your hand out your face. Take your hand out your face.
Come on, Mr.
And
Mike.
your
I thought.
beard is tapered good.
So that beer flavor good.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it ain't hanging all over your face. It look good. How old are you?
I'm 52.
huh?
52.
52.
52.
That's a 7. So that's all right. But I might be too old for you. Did she tell you I'm 72?
What?
What?
Ain't no way.
And doing good for your age.
I
You
She's
know
doing
about
you
to
lying.
good,
turn
mama.
72.
In 2 more
Man.
days.
You doing
August the
good, mama.
22nd, 1950
Yeah, you
at
doing good.
12:20 in the afternoon. See, I know.
72? Man,
Yeah.
you don't
But
She
you
doing
don't look
good.
he's
72.
good
I'm
looking.
dead serious.
Not,
If I was cougary,
not at
no,
all.
I choose this one here.
He married.
Oh, oh.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah,
Mr. Mike, why you sitting over there all quiet being shy? I thought you was looking
yeah.
for a lady.
Mike, don't get shy.
Honey, I thought you
Mike,
was
Look at
looking for
London.
a
don't
lady.
get shy. Cause my
Look at
mama
London.
said,
Look at London. Don't
my mama
start that.
said,
Now you
You're
see,
looking for a
she
huh?
said she's
You know
lady.
what I'm
single.
saying? Her mama was a pinstress. You better have me broke.
No,
I ain't gonna do
Mr. Mike, I thought you was on your TK soul. I thought you was looking for a lady. Well, why you getting shy now? Is you looking for a lady? Come on now. Come on.
See, that's what I'm
Mike
talking
is
about, London. See that
speechless.
right there? See
London.
what I'm
Hey,
talking
London,
about
what's
right
that
there?
song? London, what's that song say? If
What?
you want it, you
You better
really
get up
want it.
on it.
All you
Hey, you
gotta
know what I'm saying?
do
That's what you
is
call me up in
get
the
You better
morning.
up
get up
on it.
on it. Hey, that's cut close. Hey, come
Y'all
on
got
now.
my cheekbones hurting so bad.
Woo!
Look at Mike.
That what you
Mike, she
call
don't
me?
got
That what you
TikTok.
call? That what you call? That what you call me back up in here for?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yep.
You trying to auction me off, bro?
I'm trying to put you in the game, my brother. Like Judge Madden. I'm trying to put you in the
Now,
game, my
wait a
brother.
minute. Hold
I'm
on.
trying
Wait,
to put
y'all. Hold on. Now, when it was me in the hot seat, he was talking all that noise.
Yeah.
Mr.
Uh-huh.
Mike, I know you ain't got
Whoa,
it.
Right.
You
whoa,
ain't get
hold up,
shy.
Miss
You got
Pat.
somebody showing
Hold
interest
on,
up in
hold
you,
on,
okay? And that
whoa,
woman look good for her age,
whoa,
so you need
whoa.
to just come
Hold up,
on.
Miss Pat. And like I told you before, the game ain't to be sold, it's to be told. I didn't
Oh, oh, don't get her started. Don't get her
Uh-oh.
started.
Remember that now.
Mike, don't get her started on that.
Oh, I ain't. But she good. See, that's why I know my league. That's why I
Mike
stay in
scared
my
of her.
lane.
Mike scared of her. Mike said she
But
got too
hey,
much game.
Shut up.
hey, bro, I stay in my lane, bro.
Hey,
I
You
stay
hey,
know
in my
hey,
what,
hey,
lane.
Rico?
you
That's
messed up.
what it
You messed
is.
up. Hey, yeah, you messed up when you told she used to be a pimp. It's over with. Yeah, it scared him. They got my boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
Yeah,
listen.
they took him
Hey,
out.
hey,
that's a rep.
hey, Mike. Ray said, "Don't be scared."
Oh, now
At
see
all.
that
You scared, go to church.
who? Hold up
Uh-uh.
now. I'm still that guy. Now I
I'm done
stand 10
fooling with you,
toes
Mike.
down. Now I'm still that guy.
Uh-uh.
I'm trying to. I was trying to spare moms because she did. Well,
Uh-uh.
now don't think the game ain't tight now. It's tight
Uh-uh.
over here.
Listen,
Oh,
Mike.
Mike.
Listen, Mike. You from the
Mike,
country,
you a
ain't you,
Well,
fool,
we
right?
Mike.
have to finish. We're about to keep preparing for her
Yeah,
party. So I
I'm
Okay.
appreciate
straight
All
y'all.
now.
right.
I'm
Peace and
straight.
blessing. Peace and blessing.
I
Yeah,
ride
Me and Penny,
horses
we
and
got to get
y'all
legs.
got
this
anything
done.
else?
Don't play with
Y'all got
me.
anything else before we go?
Uh,
Anything else? Our hearts and mind clear. Hearts and mind clear, y'all,
Rico,
before we go, y'all. We at church tonight. This church.
Rico, you my brother, but I got you. I got you.
I
I'm
want
trying
to
to look
say to
out
you
for
Look
you,
at
guys,
dog. I'm trying to look out
I
for you, my
appreciate.
brother. I'm just trying to
I
look
want to
out for
say
you,
I
in
brother. That's all.
appreciate
London.
you guys letting me in your live, being able to speak with all of you and show that Black people not only I think we're the most talented people on this earth because we were the first on this earth, and I stand on that. But the fact that we all come from different worlds, different backgrounds, but we
Yeah,
still have one camaraderie that we all want to educate and let people know we can agree to disagree and bring different views,
facts.
different opinion without
Yeah,
disrespecting one another. And
exactly.
the
Exactly.
reality is we all get better, do better, and hearing someone else's story is a representation of all of us so we all can grow. None of us are better than each other. We just have different views than each other. So thank you
Well
for
said,
allowing
sister.
me on your platform.
Man, anytime you get ready,
Thank you,
anytime, man.
Ray.
See,
Thank you,
I
Ray.
like this, man. I welcome everybody. Everybody welcome to come up. We ain't no superstar. Ain't nobody better than nobody. I don't care if I got 10,000 followers, five. That ain't about nothing, man. We up here trying to get something accomplished, man. I just want everybody to get on one accord, get an understanding. You take what you take from the live, and if you can apply something, apply it. If you can't, let it fly. It is what it is. You hear what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, and
But
thank you,
I,
Miss
I
Salon, because I enjoyed you. I enjoyed you because
yeah,
I like when people come on here with different mindsets. That way you can get an outlook,
yeah,
on something different outside of
yeah.
your own mind and the people in your circle. So
That's
I
right.
really enjoyed you, and I like your hairdo.
Thank you.
That's giving
I
very
was
much
finishing
so
my braids
African.
while we was on here.
Yeah. She been playing in that hair all night. You seen it?
No, I was doing, not playing. I was
now,
doing.
now I know. Don't play. I notice everything. Now I seen it just doing this. Uh, don't do that, Miss Perry. I see. Don't do that.
No,
Michael
and Ms.
fool,
London
man. That's
again.
my dog right
I
there.
just want to make one thing clear with you. I was not disrespecting you
I
or
know you
belittling
weren't.
your kids. I want to make that absolutely clear. When I
I
use the
know
word
it.
peasant, because we spoke of royalty, the peasant is the lowest one, and I say it because infants can't do nothing without us, and I don't want us to. I hear so many Black women. My kids come first. I love my daughter more than anything, but she's never come first. I come first. I have to be okay so she's okay. I take care of her. I am the
That makes sense.
representation of what she needs for her to be strong.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
facts.
why
Yeah,
I
that's
say
facts.
that.
I know it. I know
Yeah,
it,
them
Miss
facts
Salon,
right
and
there.
I can also tell during our conversation you come from a different culture, and I understand that's where your mindset come from. So I didn't take it as disrespect. That I already
Okay.
know what's up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
All right.
See all
I
of
owe
that
you two,
love,
London.
all of
I
that
owe you
love.
two, London.
What you
Yes.
Grown
say,
people. This what you get when you get a bunch of grown people on the panel, man, talking to each other. This what grown folk look like right here. These kids
That's
need to
right.
come take, and the one that got the messy lines and stuff, they need to come over here and watch us, man. Come talk, come watch us chop it up. This how you
Come
dialogue
on.
right here. Ain't nobody cussing nobody out. Ain't nobody screaming over talking nobody. This is how you have a conversation right here. Communication is the key to anything in
And
life.
that,
I'm
but
sorry.
Exactly.
that's anything in life. Without
Yeah,
communication, we will fail at everything. If you can't
facts.
express and verbally communicate what you want to get across, there's nothing you can do in this life that you're going to prosper in. And I
And
stand on that.
that's on God right now. That's real. That's real talk. I swear to God it is. Make sure y'all good before we get out of here. I'm just making
I
sure.
am good. And
Mike, Mr.
listen,
Mike,
we
what
was
did you
I was
say?
blessed hearing your
Look,
voice, Miss Perry. I'm
Mike
good.
Mike looked like he's still pondering over here, like he got something to say.
Rubbing the chin hair. Yeah, he rubbing the beard. When he start doing this, he like want to say something.
Y'all
Hey,
ain't finna
hey,
get.
look, Lady Boy, if you missed the live, listen, I'm going to download it when I get off. You can go to my YouTube channel in my name. Go to my YouTube. I done start posting the videos over there. Go subscribe to my YouTube and just watch it on YouTube. I'll put it on my YouTube. Definitely going to put it.
Oh,
All the
I
good
can't
ones go to
wait.
my
I'm gonna go
YouTube.
get on there and
Everyone
see.
we done, I'm putting it over
Okay,
But
I will do
there.
that.
Yeah.
you know London ain't right now. She got me tonight. She
What
got
I
me tonight.
did?
She got me tonight. But
He said she
boy,
What
got
did
me
look
I
at here.
tonight.
do? What did I
But boy,
do?
look at here. But the sun shine in the morning, baby. I got you.
I
Uh-oh.
thought you was
Uh-oh.
looking for a lady. TK wanna know, is it you, baby? I thought you
Let
was
me tell
looking
you
for a
something. Let
woman.
me let me
That what
tell
he
you
said?
like this. And woman I'm looking for is because I chose. Ain't nobody that I chose. Remember that,
Best,
and that come
the
from
best
grown.
line.
That
Hey,
come from
look,
a
she said,
grown man mouth.
Queen Candace said the best live family on TikTok. You better say it, sister. We claiming that.
Yes.
We
Say
Thank
that,
received it.
you.
Queen.
We receive.
Say
Thank
We
it
gonna
you.
again.
receive that one, sister. Yeah, I need
Say
screen.
it
Let me
again.
screenshot that. I'm put that on my what's the name? Hold on, let me screenshot that. Hold on,
Yeah.
cause I
But
receive all that.
And everybody, listen, for those of you that is still in the live, if you will go and follow each other so that
Yeah,
that way, for those who need to get their followers up so they can come on live, please do so.
follow everybody in the box too. Follow each other, man. That's what we do over here. Show love to each other, man. For real, I appreciate them kind words too, man. That make a brother want to keep going. Them kind words make you want to. I want to stay live. See, I still running my mouth. Don't want to go, but I hate to go, boy. Hey, you know how you
Mr.
hey, you know how you see your people. You go see your people from out of town, man. And when it's time to go, you be, I ain't ready to go yet, boy. When you get around some good people, that's how I am. I'm saying I ain't ready to go. I supposed to get off here at 10 o'clock. It's 10:22, boy. Crazy.
I
You know what
told
I
you.
want to say? Also, I appreciate the fact that this is the first live that, not that I joined in, but even while being in it and listening, there's no reason for the use of the N word. I am so disappointed where so many use profanity, the N word. There is more to us. We are so much more creative than the words that we use or the lack of words that we use. It was beautiful tonight to see the maturity, the wisdom from each box was wisdom. And even in the comments, although they couldn't
Yeah,
verbally communicate it,
yeah. The
it was a
comments be
beautiful
lit.
thing to be
Comments be
part of
lit.
this. And I
I done
love
started
that.
reading them
It was
things. I
synergy
usually read
straight
the comments
across.
because I talk so much, but them comments be
Yeah, well,
lit.
listen,
But y'all do y'all thing.
usually I will say this, me, Jay Salone. So usually when you see me sitting here doing this, I'm reading these comments down here. So,
Like a math problem. She reading comments
I'm
like a
usually
math
reading.
problem.
Well, I knew she
Mhm.
was reading some because there was a couple where her eyebrows rose, so I knew she was about to
Uh-huh.
get
I told
somebody.
you.
Yeah.
Miss Perry be reading the comment like they math problems. She be like,
Look at me. Look at Authentic Queen. Hey, me and Perry. Look at me. Authentic Queen said she said good night, but she still here though. And we all still here. 122, what, 23, 120 of us
Listen,
still here.
Miss J.
what I do is I'm so observant, and I usually sit here and I be
Mister,
reading
what's up?
these comments down here. There are some comments I'm like, and and then sometimes people will say things down here, but when they get in the box, it's a whole nother story that they tell. So yeah, I'm just
I
when I'm
told my, I
quiet,
told my,
I'm reading these
I,
comments.
I told my wife this live it better than TV. I don't even want to watch TV. Y'all
Oh,
think if the football game was on, the basketball game on, I'd rather be on here with y'all. And I love sports. This better than TV because I get a lot of information, man. I receive.
Well,
So I never get too old to learn, man. I like to learn and
because
pick up
nothing on
different
TV
things,
but
man.
trash. Like I don't watch a lot of the black shows because that is not a derivative of who I am as a black woman, and that's not the
right.
image that I want portrayed of me.
Look at
I
China
don't
talking about she
accept
said
it,
good night. She's
so I
still here
don't
too.
support it.
Yeah, roll
Mi-
tide,
mi-
baby. You got to know that.
Roll Tide.
Mr. Mike still looking at me some kind of way. So I guess he say he gonna get me when he can. Run, run as fast as you can. Oh Lord, he gonna get me, honey.
Look,
See,
hey Rick,
see,
people are
London, I
saying they
had left
left
you
and came
alone
back.
now.
I
I
see
left
that
you
down there.
alone
Yeah,
now.
I see that. They like me.
And see, I left
I'm still running
alone.
my supposed to be like, I said 10 o'clock, I'm gone. I said 10
Thank
Yeah,
you,
o'clock. I
Lonnie.
actually I said 9 o'clock. I actually said 9 o'clock. Then I'm in period. Because I woke
yeah.
up from a nap
But you
and I laid down and I said, I ain't gonna go live today. I said I ain't gonna go live. I'm just gonna lay down and chill. Man, I couldn't do it, man. I had to jump. I didn't feel right. I gotta get this in there, man. I gotta have this in my system, man. For real. This bless my
see.
So
spirit
now
if I go to
listen,
sleep at night.
let me tell y'all this. On Friday night, I'm not gonna be here on live Friday night because it's my daughter's first football game. So it's a rival game.
What time
To
is the
start
game?
the
What
season
time is the game?
7 o'clock.
We might go early then. We
7,
might go early. Let go early.
so,
Let push it
yeah,
back.
so okay, so it'll be 7 o'clock our time.
So 6.
And
My,
8 o'clock your time. No, it'll be 8 o'clock your time.
we can do it early
Yeah.
though. We can do whatever convenient for you. You just once you figure out what
Okay,
you're gonna do for the day, just text me the time and we'll do that.
yeah. And so ladies, I have a surprise for you guys on Saturday.
Yeah, make sure you
Um,
tune in. Make sure y'all tune in.
yeah.
Y'all know
So
we
I
Look
listen.
at
will.
Y'all know we
look at
bless
him, man.
people over here. We bless
Look at him,
people on
man.
my line. We give
Look
back.
at him,
We
man.
give cat.
Look at him,
Y'all
man.
done seen it for
Look at him,
yourself.
man.
We give people money.
Do what,
Yeah,
We
Mike?
do
look at
it.
him, man. Look at him, man. We ain't, bro. Look at here, bro. Always surprise for the lady. Us men need some surprises too, bro. We need a few surprises.
Nah, Miss
I
Perry
mean,
doing this. She doing that. She doing it. I ain't doing it. It's her right here. Sad that she doing it.
hey, my bad, Miss
You
Perry.
don't
You
want.
gotta look at me like,
You
all
probably
right,
don't
Miss
want that
Perry.
no way,
Let me
Mike.
look
What
at
she
it.
giving,
Oh,
you might look funny in what
oh,
she giving. I don't know if
Miss
it's gonna
Perry.
work for you, Mike.
You
You might
see the
not
way
want
Miss Perry
what she
looking at
gonna
me
give.
like you see the way Miss Perry looking at me like I'm a biscuit. Stop it. Stop it, Miss Perry. Stop it.
I'm finna go eat me some ice cream.
You
Me
need
too.
to,
Yeah,
London,
me
Okay,
because
too. And
you
go to
so
bed.
are
Me too. Me too.
What you said, Mr. Mike?
you need to get you some ice cream because you done started something. You
I'm,
say,
Dre, what's up, Dre? I see
I'm
you,
the
Dre.
hey,
cleanup.
Mississippi.
I'm the cleanup man now. Remember that. I got you.
Not the cleanup man. My boy say the cleanup man. Good God Almighty. That shit
hey,
is
Hey,
bring
Miss
crazy.
J.
Dre up right quick.
Miss J.
He
Look,
might be. He
boy,
might
she
not. You
been
know,
playing in
he
that
might
house
be.
all
He
night
might be.
now.
Oh,
He
that's
might
right.
not want to come up tonight. Dre, you want to come up, Dre, real quick? Let me see if he want to come up. He might be with his wife laying down or something. If he like me, I'd be in the bed on my phone. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was the other night when I jumped out live. Y'all jumped on it live. I was in the bed watching TV, talking to y'all on Old Boy
Oh,
Live. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Good night, Miss Pearl.
good
You think
night.
he said
Good
yeah?
night.
Hold on. He said
So
yeah. Hold on. I
listen.
just
So we're here every morning. Every morning we're here. From 8 to 9 is gospel music. I mean, we have to get the God going every morning,
yeah.
and
Every
then
morning.
from 9 until whenever we decide to get off, on here just vibing. And
Yeah,
then
that's it. That's
every
it.
evening at 7 o'clock, no later than 7:15, and then but this Saturday, I want to do something for the ladies. It'll be the same time, Authentic Queen, 7 o'clock. 7:15 on this Saturday. I want to do something for the ladies. For a lot of you that don't know, I make my own jewelry. And so I am giving away a very nice jewelry piece to somebody. And you don't and I'm not gonna say who or how you gonna get it.
He giving it
Just
to
know
me
somebody will.
because whatever the competition is,
Dre,
I'm
what's up, Dre?
finna,
What's
I'm
going on,
finna
Dre?
do it.
Holla at Dre before we get up out here. What's up, pal?
Hello, family. How y'all doing?
Man, bless the
Hello.
Halifax. Man, you missed it. Hey, Dre, you missed Joy. You went on here. You missed one tonight, brother. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Man, hey, don't you know, man? Listen, let me tell y'all something. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. In the middle of trying to study and have to do Bible study and
Yeah,
all that stuff, I'm thinking about
yeah,
y'all. Ain't that a mess?
yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know we locked in. Dre a fool, man. My partner right now.
Hey, London.
Man, you a fool, man. But hey, I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel, Dre. You always go look at it on my name. Just type in Recorded Wild. That's my YouTube channel. I'm
Amen.
gonna download when I get off here and put it on there. If you want to, tomorrow or something, you at work, you want to look at it. It's gonna be on there.
Hey,
Amen.
Dre.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Miss Perry wants you to come in
Perry!
and pray us out of here. That's why she wants you to come on here, Dre.
Yeah, that's
She
it.
wants you to pray us out
Yes,
of here. I
sir.
know she did. I know she did. Let's go and do it then. We're gonna go and get out of here.
Hey,
We
hey,
got
Dre,
Dre up here, man.
Dre,
Yes.
and in your prayers, look, and in your prayers,
I
we
told
may have found a love connection for Mike. So you gonna pray that too.
you.
Wait a minute. Not London.
Oh,
Nah,
no.
Chicago. A lady from Chicago.
What?
The lady from Chicago.
Okay, Mike. All right, Mike.
Hey, pal, don't do that, man.
Oh, Mike.
Don't do that.
Hey,
We praying for Chicago, baby.
hey, Dre. But get why he's scared of her, Dre. She used
What?
to be a pimp back in the day. He said she ain't gonna get in money.
Why y'all crazy? Mike.
Mike said she'll be done got all my money. I ain't messing with that woman.
Oh my God, Mike. Oh my God.
Mike a fool, boy. Mike a
Pal,
fool.
you should,
What
pal,
it
you
say?
see
A
what they
clean
do?
wait a minute. A
You see
clean
what
up
they
woman
do?
need a clean up man.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
I
Dre.
put my
Mr. Mike.
clothes down. I ain't cleaning up nothing. I put my clothes down. I ain't cleaning up nothing.
The guy.
Hello.
Oh Mike.
Pal,
Dre,
you
it's
dang
on you,
wrong,
Dre. When
boy.
you get ready, Dre. Whenever you
Amen.
get ready, Dre.
Amen. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's take it on to the house.
All right.
Yes,
Dear Heavenly
sir.
Father, let us pray, y'all. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for another golden day. We thank you for a great opportunity. Lord, we ask you just to continue just to bless this life, Lord. Let it continue to just be an uplifting word of encouragement, a word of empowerment, a word of making us want to do right, talk right. And most of all, God, we thank you for just being awesome in everybody's life that's located in this service right here. And I call it a service for a reason, because it gives you an opportunity to see Jesus where he hung, bled, and died for the remission of sin. But the Bible tells me that he got up on that third day with all power in his hand. And he surrendered his power down to this life to make us just want to just love on each other. No hate, no ill will. And Lord, we continue just to ask you, continue just to bless whatever anybody may be standing in this life, Lord. We ask you just to peel back heaven, pour them out blessing. They don't have room to receive it right now in the name of Jesus. Lord, go before us. Where the enemy sought for bad, God, you sought for our good. We decree nothing but prosperity, blessings, and just falling from the top of our head all the way down to the sole of our feet, Lord. Lord, we ask a special prayer to touch Sister Perry. Anoint her voice where she continues just to lift up your name, Lord. Let her just dig right from heaven when she begins to speak, Lord, that just by her voice, Lord, it makes you want to get saved. It makes you want to have a relationship with you, Jesus, Lord. And we thank you in advance of what you are already doing. Show up and show out in this situation, Lord, and we'll forever give you all the praise and all the glory. It's in the magnificent, wonderful name of Jesus that we pray. Can we all just say amen?
Amen.
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 Amen, Jesus.
Well,
Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
That's it
you
right there.
know,
That's what we
you
need.
know,
That's the icing on the
he
cake, Dre.
spit it out.
That's the icing on the
Thank you,
cake,
God.
Dre.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's it right there. Yes,
Thank you,
sir. I'm
Jesus.
good. Now I know I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Amen.
What
Let's
did
go
you
to
say,
bed.
Mike? What did you say?
Man, I was talking to the pastor. I wasn't talking to you, Miss Perry. I was talking. God, hey.
He said to the pastor. He talking to the pastor. What you say?
Hey,
What you say, Mike?
what you say, Mike?
I said, man, you be spitting. I can listen
Yeah.
to you. I can listen to you. I listen to you all day. But didn't I tell you, man? Hey, pals, you gotta do something with their 5 congregation members. They got
Hey, now, hey, this the church that you want right here. You want the
Yeah.
church. You want this body right here. You want this church right
Exactly.
here, Doc.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
That's it.
You right.
You want
Yes,
this
sir.
church.
Hey,
You
listen.
right.
At least you got the choir, you got the deacon, you got the and you got the pastor.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
And then
Hey,
listen,
Amen.
and then you got your waiting congregation.
come on now. Hey,
Uh-huh.
hey, 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 hey. We have an A and B selection from London. See, she come on in and give us A and B.
Yeah.
and then when I'm not in place, we have Pastor Do right up there in the corner. Rico, he come in, he preach a word. Woo-wee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's Pastor right there.
That's crazy.
Hey,
You're
Oh,
fool.
I'm talking Rico.
wait a minute. Hold on. We forgetting about one, Drake. We
Who?
got the chairman of the deacon board
Oh,
down
yeah,
here.
we got to get Mike. Hey,
We just missed.
Thank you,
hey,
light goes on.
We just missing some deaconesses in him.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Pastor Do right. Yeah.
Pastor Do right.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Pastor,
Hey,
get him right.
one thing is for sure. One thing is for sure. You ain't got to worry about that money slipping away, baby.
No,
Because
sir.
trust me when I tell
No,
you,
sir.
the chairman, he got that one. He got that one on lock.
On lock. Click, click.
Oh, Mike.
Oh shit. But y'all crazy. I got real tears coming out, boy. This shit
Man, this
crazy,
is a beautiful thing, y'all. But you know what, y'all? Once again, I know everybody got to go, but this is such a beautiful thing, man. Just to see us. You understand what I'm saying? Just us. And then
Yeah.
I like the way Rico and Miss Perry and London, everybody see somebody get naked, everybody go to block. You can be in the middle of a conversation, see something. Well, nope, get them out of there. We got time
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
That's what's the blessing. Just so. Man, and you know what? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. I was at work today, man, and I was sitting back and I was thinking about you guys, and the Spirit of the Lord began to speak to me, and the Spirit of the Lord was saying, this platform that you have, this is better than being in a church service. And I'm an ordained pastor. I'm licensed and everything, but sometimes when I'm sitting in the church, it seems like it's not even real sometimes. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seems like people really don't
Yeah.
want to worship God and just really get where you at and say, you know what? I'm struggling. I'm in a
Yeah.
situation today. And on this live, my God, I seen folks been delivered. I seen folks
Yeah.
been healed. Y'all better come on up in here.
Yeah.
And it
Facts.
wasn't by the pastor.
No facts right now,
Say it
though.
again,
No facts.
Pastor. Say it again.
No facts,
What?
man. You're right, bro. And people think because you're a pastor, all you got to do is go to church and talk to
No,
people.
sir.
Nah, man, you supposed to reach people everywhere you go. You supposed to speak
Amen.
that everywhere you go. Yeah, it ain't just about
Amen.
standing on the pulpit, behind the pulpit, telling people about God. You can get on platform like these and adjust to your environment. And you done got on here and you done adjusted, my brother. And I appreciate you for blessing my life with your presence. I promise, I appreciate it. I swear I do. I can't thank you
Right.
enough. Cause
We love y'all.
one
Right.
thing about me, one thing I know about life, you got to keep God in whatever you're doing, man. In order for it to work and continue to work. Yeah, you can do some things that you think God ain't in it, and look how it work out for you. It ain't gonna last long though. It'll
Come
work
on.
for a minute, but it ain't gonna last. It's temporary. When you got
Amen.
God in that thing keep going. It'll keep spinning to the wheels fall out. That thing keep going. That's how it is.
What
I'm
you
telling you.
say?
Got to be
Say it
connected to
again.
something, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. I can't thank y'all enough. You, me, and Perry, I really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all don't even know. I'm telling you. I look forward to y'all jumping on here, man, and blessing my life with, blessing these people with them encouraging words and them powerful songs. And it's a blessing. It's crazy how it all just worked out. I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't explain it.
it is. It
It's
is.
crazy,
It
man.
is. And
But
I
it's only
mean,
gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger and better. We're gonna get bigger and better. I promise you that. We're gonna keep
yeah.
blessing people. We're gonna keep giving away cash. Yeah, we're gonna keep all that. We're gonna bless people, man. That's what I do. I'm gonna give anyway. So by
Yeah, because
by
all
heart.
things work together for the good of those that love the Lord.
Come on.
Oh yeah. Every
Amen.
time. Every time. Every time. I love it though. I just want to say thank
Yeah.
y'all, man. I know I say it every time, but I mean that though, from my heart, from the supporters, the followers, the people come in, everybody get in the box. I appreciate all y'all, man.
Yeah.
Really, it feel good, man, to see people reciprocate energy. You know what I'm saying? You put
And it's
good
still
out, you
100
gonna
and
get it
some
back.
people. It's still 100 and some people still hanging in this box.
Yeah, I see that. And we done said good night about 10 times, 15 times. We supposed to be gone at 10
He
o'clock. It's
said
10:40.
30 times.
Hey, I
30
told you
times.
it's better than a movie, but it's better than
Hey,
watching a good old movie. I ain't lying.
we,
I'd rather be
we
on here
done
with
had
y'all.
a we done had the whole church. We ain't had church announcements and everything. Miss Perry was everywhere. Everything.
We done ate. We done ate, got full, and went back for some more. Sat down, start back talking again. It is what
Look,
it
our
is, though,
Patrick
man.
Queen said she got one eye open.
We finna get out of here, though. We finna go and shut it
Yeah.
down, though, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Anybody got anything else to say before we go? That's it. You
I'm
good,
good.
Miss? All hearts and mind clear. You good? Yeah.
All hearts
How
and
to tell you?
minds are clear.
All right, Dre, you good, Dre?
Peace and love, Doc.
Yes, sir. That's it. Mike, you straight?
I ain't saying nothing. Let's go.
Okay, Miss Johnson, you good, Miss Johnson? You good?
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm
good.
good.
We
Yeah.
gone then. That's it. Peace and blessing, y'all, man. Thank y'all,
Peace
man.
All
and
See y'all
right.
in
blessings.
the
Love
Good
you
morning.
night.
guys.
Yes,
Bye bye.
sir.